Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Underground Sports Pod. I am De'Aaron Yelton. Alongside me is Jeffrey McNeil, and through Discord is Austin Yelton. It's nice to see you guys again on this wonderful Saturday. I know we usually go live on Fridays. Some things popped up, so we decided to do it today. Let's jump right in.
And holidays too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the
Yeah.
holidays, the two past Fridays. We're gonna get back on our Fridays though, definitely, because
For sure.
it works out for all of us even better.
For
on
sure.
Fridays.
Exactly. And I'm coming to you guys through Discord. Had a little bit of a run-in with the COVID situation, so we're just taking precautions, and I'm staying at home this week, but I'll be back in action with them next Friday.
And we're going to jump right into things here with some NFL. And we're going to start off by saying Alvin Kamara is in the history books with 6 touchdowns in one NFL game. We kind of talked about it last week.
We kind of flirted with it last week, but I mean, it was a little bias going into it between all of us. Like, especially me, I was saying like, King Henry's so better. But I mean, without a doubt, I'm not gonna be your skip and be blind to anything. He is an amazing running back. He does his thing. 6 touchdowns will forever be in the record book for a reason.
Absolutely.
But
and the thing that I want to say is he went from 6 touchdowns in one game to not playing this week due to COVID-19.
Right.
So, what is your guys' thoughts on him scoring 6 touchdowns to COVID-19? Are they going to play different? Could they lose? What's going to happen here?
I think that's been the case all 2020 long, and here we are into the new year. So happy New Year to everybody. But that's just been our life, and I think that's kind of how the sports world has been, and it's probably going to continue like this for a little while now. Unfortunately, we all obviously want to get back to just straight football, straight basketball, straight sports without all the COVID and everything. But yeah, I think it just been a story these past couple seasons. I mean, these past seasons, this season, and then also in the NBA world, COVID is a big thing. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and also what helps out New Orleans really big this week is they're taking on Carolina. Carolina's not really that scary of a team. Yes, they picked up a big win last week against Washington, but with the way the New Orleans Saints have been playing all season, I don't think Carolina is that big of a opponent to go up against in the last week of the season.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
100%,
definitely
100%.
agree with that. But yeah, I mean, with the picks of the week or whatever, I had Washington and I got smacked in the mouth by the Panthers, but I still think the Saints are gonna hold their own. They still have an amazing.
You guys both took Washington.
Yeah. He doesn't play defense, and so it's not like they're missing anybody on defense. They're going to be good on defensively, so I think they're still going to win the football game.
Right. Let's switch up topics here a little bit, and we're going to talk about the greatest no-look pass in NFL history from the Harvard man himself. Ryan Fitzpatrick gets face mask as he's trying to throw the ball, throws a 30-yard dot.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
And they end up winning the game by a field goal. What is your guys' thoughts? I think that it was an amazing play. I'm a little biased to anybody that comes from Harvard. That was my dream school for the longest time. Still wish I was able to go there. Things happen. But Ryan Fitzpatrick's the greatest backup of all time, and he just proved it to everybody that doesn't believe me.
Yeah. Okay, so it was an amazing play. To be able to do what he did is crazy. Just have somebody grabbing on your helmet, grabbing your face mask. You can't see. You make a throw accurately, extremely accurate, and then you tack on 15
and
yards.
not just that. But the face mask is what helped him out because not only did he throw the dot while getting his face mask,
they tacked on 15.
But they tacked on that 15 at the end of the play to set him up for that field goal.
Yeah,
it kind of just worked out perfectly for Miami.
But I mean, like, if if you're in any type of role, what I mean, you're not looking at it as, oh my God, Miami, great stuff. You're looking at that defensive player like, what were you thinking? Like, why would that ever be the play? Because that 30-yard pass was there, but without that 15, it would have been a little tougher on Miami.
For sure.
Right. It definitely would have been a little tougher, but I think what happened was he was trying to get a strip sack.
Yeah.
You drop back, throw it up, try to reach your hand back there, that big mitt, and try to knock the ball away, and he just ended up grabbing him by the face mask. It was completely accidental, but in any case, it's still 15 yards.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah. You know how the NFL, it doesn't matter if you did it on purpose or you did it on accident. If you grab someone's face mask, you're getting a flag for it every day of the week.
Right.
Which is understandable. I mean, did you see the way his neck went around and stuff? Like,
Oh yeah,
that-
it
that-
looked like he tried to rip his head off.
Yeah,
it
was
was
bad.
really gruesome. It
Yeah.
was a ooh moment,
wasn't-
but then it was like it went from ooh to oh shit.
Yeah. But like it was very gruesome, but it wasn't Mason Rudolph type gruesome. You know what I'm saying?
His helmet was used in a completely different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, great win. This could keep Miami in the playoffs,
Yes.
and they can have a nice playoff run. Speaking of playoffs, let's talk about the Chiefs almost went into overtime this week.
Yeah.
Which they have lost one game to the Raiders.
Yeah.
And they almost went into
I
overtime.
talk about the Raiders every episode about how they're the only team to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. And now they're going into overtime. This could be not a great thing, especially this close to the playoffs.
No, and what really is mind-boggling to me is the fact of the team they went against.
Which is
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, like
Right.
that like is the head scratcher because going into the game they were 4-10,
Right.
and you're
Right.
13-1, and you go to overtime.
Yeah.
I know in football, I mean, look what happened to the Steelers. That
Any given Sunday.
of all the games on that schedule, the Washington one was not even in a doubt of a win for them.
Or the Bengals one, to
Yeah,
be honest.
exactly.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it happened.
And what's really scary about Kansas City is, hold on, I'll be right back.
Anyway, so yeah, we're sorry for that, but anyway, okay, so this is what I wanted to bring up. Matt Ryan made the game.
Yeah.
It was Matt Ryan's game. He went 27 for 35, 300 passing yards, and 2 touchdowns.
That's amazing.
Like,
Anytime, like we
And
said
the
last
fact that
week.
we're saying that he's
Yeah.
going out the door, a team, I would be drooling from the mouth seeing this.
Yes. Because we said last week with Drew Brees, 300 yards is 300 yards.
Yeah.
That is hard to do.
It doesn't matter how
No.
inaccurate you throw. It doesn't matter how many
Exactly.
picks you throw. You threw 300 yards.
300 yards is 300 yards. That is always like, holy schnitzelheimer.
But-
Holy fuck. Like, that's insane. And he threw
Here's the
300
thing.
yards easily. But like you said, you can be as inaccurate as you want. He only missed 8 throws.
Exactly. And
That's it.
And then look at Mahomes, missed 20.
Right. Mahomes went 44 for 278 yards, 2 touchdowns to a pick. I feel like Matt Ryan did better.
And Sammy Watkins threw a pick as well.
And Sammy Watkins also threw an interception. They tried to do a little trick play, and Sammy Watkins couldn't get it done. But fun fact, speaking of wide receivers throwing the ball, Mohamed Sanu is still perfect.
Yeah. And yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's still perfect on the ball. I think he is 5 for 5 for 2 touchdowns and like over 100 yards, but he is still the perfect quarterback
Yeah.
at receiver. But yeah, Matt Ryan took this game.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Unfortunately,
He did
they
his
did
thing.
lose.
He definitely did his thing.
100%.
And then I mean Ridley was the guy on the end of those. You know what I mean? He
Not for the touchdowns. He had 5
Yeah.
catches, 130 yards. Couldn't get in the end zone, but that's not technically
Yeah.
his fault. He was
Treadwell got in.
Yeah, Treadwell scoring was a big thing for me because when he was drafted, he was really high seeked on, and then he
Yeah.
kind of fell off. Like he didn't really do anything his first year, second year, maybe even third year.
But I mean, his high expectations coming in. What messed
Right.
him up? But I mean,
Right.
Hurst. I know one of
Hayden
your
Hurst, yeah.
I know one of your favorite positions on the field is tight end.
Oh yeah, love tight ends.
So
love tight ends.
seeing him do what he does,
Yeah.
is really good.
I love tight ends for the simple fact that they're sneaky.
Yeah.
Watch the Ohio. I know this is college football, but watch the Ohio State game. One of the touchdowns, the tight end looks like he's blocking, slips underneath, everybody's flowing to the left.
Like
he
a
comes
delay
back-
fade or something. Yeah,
he comes back to the right, wide open, and just walks into the end zone. Nobody knows if the tight end's blocking or running a route, so it's really
or
hard to cover
both
them.
on the same play.
Or both
you
on
know
the
what I
same
mean?
play.
Like
Speak of George Kittle, he throws a little chop block, lays down, gets back up,
yeah.
catches the ball, and runs for like 20 yards, and then gets tackled.
Well, since you had to love Kelsey then, because he went 7 receptions for 98 yards on the touchdown. He
Yes.
did his thing at the tight end position.
Absolutely.
And what's the scariest thing about the Chiefs is that they have played a lot of these games where they start trailing and then they have to turn it on at the end of the game. If
Yeah.
you look at Miami in the first half, they didn't look like a playoff team, and then all of a sudden they turned it back on and won the game.
You want to know
And then again
what's so
against
crazy
Atlanta,
about that?
They're trying to click it on at the last second. This
Yeah.
stuff, I mean, it won't work for them every time. They're going to have to find a way to come out and set a better precedent at the beginning of the game. That way they're not trying to turn it on and play catch up in the second half.
Look at Pittsburgh. That's what we've been doing. You look at all of our games. We're going into the second half. down or we're going in tied, and then we're a second half team. Second half teams don't
Win
go
ball
undefeated. Games. You know what I mean? Like
second half teams still win ball games though,
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
opinion, because
They
I
do.
feel like this could be a skeptical opinion for other people, but I feel like ball games are won in the second half, and if you can play pretty
Yeah.
bad in the first half and then play great in the second half and win ball games, if you're a second half team, that's really good.
Yeah, but
It's hard to be a first half team because you can put 21 points on the board in the first half, give up 28, lose the game because you're not a second half team.
But yeah, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it, Austin, but Matt Ryan, you know how we're talking about he's most likely going to be on the move and everything. Going 27 for 35, 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. If I was a team that needed a quarterback and I didn't want to go young, I would be foaming. I would be drooling at the mouth, waiting.
Missed 8 throws
get
all
him.
game, whereas Patrick Mahomes went
Missed
24
20.
for 44.
Yeah, he missed 20. He threw 278, 2 touchdowns, but he threw a pick, and then Sammy Watkins threw a pick as well. But that's just tough toenails at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just.
But yeah, I mean, Matt Ryan's always been a solid quarterback. I've just never been sold on Matt Ryan. I don't know.
I understand
There's
that.
something about him
I get that.
just the way he plays, it kind of is a little timid. And then, like we were just talking about, he's not a second half quarterback. There's been so many times where
he never
Atlanta's
has been.
given away.
Yeah, he's not a
Go ahead,
closer.
What was it? 28-3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
28-3.
I mean, that happened 4 times this year where they've given up a big lead in the second half. It just seems like he kind of tries to coast. And especially when you have a track record of giving up that kind of lead, you got to really step out and do some damage in the second half.
A lot of people call Matt Ryan the most famous game manager of all time at quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. And I have to agree because, like you said, a lot of people be like, well, the defense gave up the points. Yeah, but if you're coming out scoring 28 points in the first half and then you don't score anything in the second half or 24 or 21, that's not just the defense's fault. You got to get something going on offense. You're the leader of the offense. You can't just game manage when you're up that much because any given Sunday, anything can happen. And teams start coming back, then you got to go, oh, fuck, and then you're trying to do too much.
And wait, that whole game was played Julio-less, right?
I believe
yes.
so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Ridley went off. He didn't
Calvin
score, but they knew where the ball was going.
Yeah, 5 catches, 130 yards is hard to complain about.
Yeah. Okay,
really hard to complain about.
so let's get into the Cowboys. They're looking like they can win the NFC East. So we'll let you go first. De'Aaron, because that's your division.
I mean, I never want to see the Cowboys do anything relatively good ever because I hate the Cowboys. But if they win the division and everything, that's okay. I was looking at mock drafts. They're talking about the Eagles have the 6th pick right now. We can pick up somebody with some nice talent to add onto the
You think
roster.
Parsons is gonna go 6? If he falls to you, do you pick? Would the Eagles pick him?
My dream and my hope is either Parsons or Devontae Smith, because adding an extra receiver will never hurt us. Ever.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
But, whatever happens. The Eagles and draft picks are kind of wishy-washy. It's either good or it's either great or terrible.
Yeah.
So, 6th pick is hard to miss on, in my opinion. It's hard to miss.
I mean, no, okay. So, in my opinion, anywhere in, the basketball lottery, besides, if you're not top 3, if you're in between, 4th pick and 12th pick, it is hard to miss because you have amazing talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're sitting here picking between amazing players and you don't know which fit your team. Me personally, you guys got, Fulgham came out of nowhere playing great. Was Marquise?
Marquise Godwin?
Yeah.
Good one.
He's going to be back.
Yeah, because of COVID. He didn't play because of COVID this year.
So you're going to have him back. I think on the receiving side, I don't see,
Well, Alshon Jeffrey's getting up there in age. He's still not playing the same as he
Jackson.
was. Jalen Reagor, he's doing good, but he could have done better.
Right.
Deshaun Jackson's on his way out the door as well. He's getting up there in age.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still playing great. I still love the man to death. Deshaun Jackson, you can never change my mind about him. He's one of the best receivers in Eagles history. You can't change my mind. But those two people, Alshon and Deshaun are out the door.
Yeah,
pretty much. So we got to start looking at the future.
I get that, but like we talked about in the very first episode when we love talking about the Eagles, is the fact of the linebackers core.
Exactly.
So I think if Parsons falls, you have to get him without a doubt. There's no way. I think the defense does need to get beefed up a little bit more.
The other person that if we don't get Parsons, I would be okay with, and it might be just a little bit biased, but if Pete Werner, if we get him from Ohio State, that wouldn't be too terrible either. Because
Yeah.
look what he's done at Ohio State. I mean, he's good in coverage. He had 168 career tackles, so he makes tackles. He has a lot of tackles for losses, so he knows how to come up and fill holes.
Right.
But he's also really good in coverage. I mean, he had 2 deflections last night.
Yeah.
So
Well, see, this is what I disagree with in that whole situation. What the Eagles need is somebody that is a playmaker on offense. It doesn't matter if it's a receiver, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. When you look at this Eagles roster and it's 3rd and 8 with the game on the line, who are you call? There's no receiver, no running back, no tight end on that roster that I would be comfortable calling that number that's actively playing right now, not hurt, actively playing, calling that number to get me that first down and keep the drive alive. You guys in the draft need to go get somebody like was it Devontae Smith out of Alabama?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I said.
That's
who I was hoping we would get.
Chase,
Yeah.
somebody that's gonna make
Okay.
a play and keep the game alive for you guys
Get that.
because
Get
you
that,
don't
yeah.
have anybody like that on your roster right now.
Besides, Zach Ertz is really good at making plays.
So I mean,
but
so,
he
I
was
mean,
hurt all year.
you think they need an offensive playmaker to keep the game alive instead of having a defensive player to make sure that
Exactly.
you know no matter
Like, look
how
at the
bad the
Steelers.
offense
Look at
is,
the
they're not going to
Steelers.
score on you. You
Look
know?
at the Steelers, Jeffrey. Look at your team. If
Right.
it's 3rd and 6, right, and Ben Roethlisberger drop step back to pass, you have Chase Claypool you're confident with. You have
Juju,
Smith-Schuster that you're confident
you
with.
have
that's gonna make that
Washington.
catch. Maybe
have-
not.
I wouldn't be confident.
DeAndre
Well,
Johnson,
not
because
Washington.
he dropped a lot of passes.
Johnson.
Okay.
You
Right,
have
but
Johnson.
he's dropped a lot of passes, so you can kind of give it there.
Yeah.
You guys need somebody that you're like, when he drops back to pass, you're not nervous. Okay, he's throwing it to Devontae. Devontae's going to make that play.
Yeah.
And
That's what he does.
that's what I said at first. That's why,
Yeah.
if I wouldn't be upset if we drafted Devontae Smith, and because Jalen Reagor has made some big plays, but they're not all the time. And Travis Fulgham's made some big plays, not all the time. We need somebody that can do it all the time, and I think
Yeah,
Devontae Smith
and-
could be that guy.
And okay, back onto the Cowboys. So, do you guys think, looking at how everyone in the NFC has played, NFC East has played, are they the best team in the NFC East? Austin.
No.
Austin.
Oh,
or
good
to you?
God, no.
Okay.
I think
yeah.
their roster has potential, but I don't think that Mike McCarthy can lead a
Yeah.
team.
Okay, yeah. Here's my
like-
thing. I'm
I'm not sold on
if
McCarthy,
every
so-
single team is healthy, I think the Eagles wipe it. Like I think that's their division. But because of with Jalen Hurts at quarterback, I think they wipe it.
Yeah.
Completely. I think it's not even close in that division. But I mean, I don't know. Like,
Due to
I like
injuries
Washington.
and COVID and all that.
yeah, like I like Washington. I think even though they don't really have a name, I like their team. I like what they're doing. I love how a man with one leg is doing what he knows how to do.
the only thing. And
What about Dwayne Haskins getting released? You guys see that?
Yeah, that was
yes,
crazy.
that was insane.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I couldn't believe that. I think what I think it was is he got drafted with high hopes again, and they just felt like he couldn't, couldn't fulfill. So they went ahead and
But
just
the
moved
crazy
on
thing
from him.
is-
So
But I
not even
feel
as a backup though.
Right.
Like
The
that.
crazy thing
That's
is, at
what
the
was
beginning of
mind-boggling to
this
me.
season- The crazy thing is, at the beginning of this season, Dwayne Haskins was voted as the captain of that team. He was given a C on his jersey.
Yep.
And then
was
not even
released.
before the end of the season, they cut him.
Yep.
And that's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, Austin. So
You cut
no.
your franchise first-round draft pick, and after giving him the captain's badge before the season's over, something behind the scenes was going on that Dwayne Haskins really has got to fix if he wants to come back into the NFL. I like Dwayne Haskins, it's sad to say, but especially a lot of times when African-American quarterbacks get labeled one way, they have no chance of getting back into the league. And it's really sad to say. Like,
Yeah.
if Dwayne Haskins, and I'm going to be honest, if Dwayne Haskins was a white guy, I don't think he would have this many problems. I think it's because he's African-American, and that is really bad to say, but it's going to be hard for him to get it back into the league because of this label of that he doesn't care, that he doesn't want to work for this, when that could possibly be furthest from the truth. Maybe he's a 22, 23-year-old kid that likes to go out and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you come back and do your job and do, you know what I mean, and work on your craft.
Yeah. Well, okay. Hello, Defaults. We see you in the chat commenting.
We appreciate the comment. And
Yeah.
hello to you too. But yeah, Dwayne Haskins is probably the most wowish thing that happened this week to me because
it was crazy.
a lot of teams are looking at quarterbacks, but I feel like he's tainted goods, so he might not land anywhere, and this could be his last
that's
season
what I was
in
gonna
the
ask.
NFL.
That's what I was gonna ask you, Austin. Do you see any team signing him to be a starter? Let's start there. Starting quarterback anywhere. Austin.
Sorry, what was that? I'm sorry,
I
my
said
mic cut out.
yeah. I was saying do you see him? Do you see any team signing him to come in and be a starting quarterback anywhere? Starting quarterback.
You talking about Dewey?
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah. It depends on where this quarterback carousel. Like if Detroit trades Matthew Stafford, yes, I can see him going to Detroit and starting. If
Okay, so you
the
do see him being a starting
Falcons trade
quarterback.
away Matt Ryan, yeah, I can see
Okay.
him going there. But if the quarterbacks stay stationed where they are, I really don't see him starting anywhere. But I do see him being a very good backup quarterback.
That was my next question to you. That was my next question. So I was gonna ask, do you see him going somewhere and starting? Okay, so you say yes, maybe a little bit, but you say you definitely see somebody picking him up and him being a backup. So what's the percentage? You think like 75% backup, 25% starter? Is that what you?
I'd say about 80-20
Oh,
for a backup.
Okay. I agree with that.
I do too. I completely agree. And like I said, he's tainted good, so I don't feel like anybody's gonna give him the nod to start. Like he could, be a backup somewhere. Something happens and then he starts or something like that. But I feel like he's not gonna be a starter from jump, unfortunately.
Yeah, it sucks to say that because of all they put into him. And,
I think he has the talent to start. I just think that he's got to shake off this I don't care type of personality that's been casted on him. Not some that he hasn't said that personally, but people have seen they're saying that he doesn't care. So once he shakes that, then he has a better chance of starting. But until he shakes that, he's looking at a backup role.
Yeah, I understand that, but my thing is that it's the fact that, bro, don't draft me if I'm not playing, bro. This man broke his leg. This is his first year back. Why am I not on the field? And to be honest, that probably is. He probably is voicing his opinion. It probably is doing that, and that's probably a main reason why he is out the door. But I can't blame him for that. You got drafted really high. You came in. You got handed the keys. To the whip, and it was your turn to drive, and they told you get in shotgun. Alex is gonna drive. I'll be ticked off too. Yep. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that. Yeah, it doesn't mean that. He's not a good quarterback. This is what I was just looking at. How I don't know if you guys seen, but it says in the press conference, Coach Tomlin said Mason Rudolph will start quarterback in Week 17 against Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I saw that, and I just think they're getting playoff ready.
Yeah.
They're just they got the AFC North clinched. I don't know about the 1 seed yet. No, the Chiefs got that
Chiefs
clinched.
the 1 seed.
Yeah, so the Chiefs got 1 seed.
So they already know they're going into the playoffs and everything. They're just coasting through Week 17, not getting their starters.
Okay. So since we're talking about we're going against Cleveland, what about the Jets beating Cleveland, man? What do you got? Is that just one of the biggest Browns things we've ever seen, or?
Yeah, they're letting everything slip
also
away.
What added to that is I think 8 receivers on the Browns roster was in COVID-19 protocol, but also on top of that, they still threw the ball 53 times with no receivers.
Yeah.
With limited receivers out there.
Yes.
You got a game plan a lot better than that.
Yeah. I was about to say, I thought you were about to say it was a good thing or whatever. I was about to say, that is bad coaching because there's no way you're going into a game knowing
the quarterback has no chemistry with the receivers because he's never played in a game with these receivers. So why would you throw the ball so much?
When you have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb as your running backs,
bro, arguably you have the Thunder Lightning, you have the best running back, core, the whatever you want to call it, the best running back duo in the league, and you're not even gonna give them a nod. That's right. That's stupid.
And losing to the Jets sucks, but what also that did was it solidified that the Jacksonville Jaguars will no doubtedly have the number 1 pick in the draft. There's no way that they can lose the number 1 pick. They are automatically number 1 pick. So the question is, do you take Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence in that situation?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to go ahead and tell you, so like you said, the Browns passed the ball 53 times for 200. So Baker Mayfield went 28 for 53 for 285 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both scored a touchdown, but they had 15 carries combined.
1 for 28
Combined?
yards. Yeah, 15 combined. Nick Chubb went 11 for 28 and a touchdown. Kareem Hunt went 4 for 11 and a touchdown.
They only gave Kareem Hunt the ball 4 times.
Yes,
Why?
bro. Yeah, and he scored on
No,
one of
Baker
them.
Mayfield almost ran more than him because Baker Mayfield ran the ball three
Three times for 6 yards. Bro, like, you have the best running back duo in the NFL, and you're running the ball 15 times.
With no receivers.
Yeah, their
It's like
best
if
receiver on their team was their
Jarvis- if
tight end
Dominique
Austin
was
Hooper.
Jones-
Yeah, Austin
And
Hooper
then-
was the best receiver. I ain't gonna lie, he balled a little bit. Well,
Okay.
he had seven receptions for 71 yards at the average of 10 yards a pop.
Okay, so the top receiver was Austin Hooper, and then the second was Jay Bradley with 5 catches, and then another 5-catch receiver was Nick Chubb with 5 catches for 38 yards. Then it went Kareem Hunt with 3 catches for 41 yards. So they was throwing the ball to them instead of letting them run it. It
right,
looks
but
like
still, they're not receiving back.
they're not.
They
Well,
need-
Hunt-
they're
Hunt-
working-
Hunt-
Nick
Hunt- Hunt
Chubb-
can do his
Nick
thing in
Chubb
the
is the
receiving.
definition of a workhorse back.
Oh yeah,
Nick
yeah,
Chubb is
bro.
the guy-
Give him the
he
ball,
needs
let him
20
work,
to
bro.
25. He needs 20 to 25 carries a game, and he's going to dominate in that area. If you only give him 11, that's not letting him work.
Here's something I want to laugh at real quick. So when the Chiefs wide receiver threw the ball, what happened?
Interception.
Okay, when Crowder threw the ball, what happened? 1 play touchdown for 43 yards.
Hold on. Let me look at
But-
the.
The crazy thing
And
is,
Darnold
if
had
they
2
would've dropped back-
touchdowns.
If Cleveland would have dropped back 53
Hold on.
times and they had Jarvis,
So
they
you're
had
telling me
Jones,
that
if they had Higgins, I'm not saying that that's a great game
Oh, no,
plan,
I
but I'm
gotta
saying
say it,
you
bro,
can
'cause-
understand
bro,
that game
this-
plan. But when you drop back
Oh, my
53
fucking
times with
God.
no receivers, it's like, what the hell are you thinking?
Right. Austin, we're looking at the stats right now, and it's telling us that Frank Gore had the most touches for a running back in that game.
No. That's not the crazy part.
Frank Gore.
That's not what I was gonna say.
He's older than all three
No.
of us combined.
No. Look, that's not what I was about to say. This is what I say, Austin. Look, listen. So Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb ran the ball. How many times? 15
About
combined.
15 total.
Yeah.
Frank Gore got the ball 14, bro.
Yeah.
So he almost
Yeah.
ran the ball the same amount as them two combined.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
Exactly.
And does this establish the notion that the Cleveland Browns can't win any important games?
Sam Darnold ran the ball more than Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Like-
if you look at their track
like-
record, they had to be.
Yeah.
They needed to beat Baltimore. I think it was a couple weeks ago. They lost. Yeah, in that Monday night game, they lost to Baltimore, which is a must-need win. They lost
Yeah.
to the Jets, which was a must-need win. And
Yep.
now they're coming against Pittsburgh. That's a must-need win to get into the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to, even with Pittsburgh's backup players, I'm having trouble being confident in the Cleveland Browns because they can't
Yeah.
win any important games.
That's very true.
Even with Mason Rudolph as the starting quarterback for the Steelers, they still have a better chance because of Cleveland's track record in important football games. Cleveland needed to win this game, especially with all the teams that lost, like the Colts and the Titans losing. That would have skyrocketed their playoff chance to get in. And now with them losing, if they don't win next week, they are out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Indianapolis is playing Jacksonville, so Indianapolis is winning that game. So you have to beat Pittsburgh. And can you count on the Cleveland Browns pulling up that kind of upset, even with Mason Rudolph as the starting quarterback?
No, bro. I think you know who I got due to bias, but I mean it's still tough. Like it's not okay. Even if I wasn't a Steelers fan, and I just still would think Steelers were gonna win because of the bro. Okay. If instead of them, okay, listen. If Baker Mayfield throws the ball 15 times and they rush 53 times, I got the Browns winning.
I can see that. I can see that. So you're saying
I don't know. I just can't count on them.
So
I feel like
Chubb
not
30,
even just the
Kareem Hunt
Baker play.
23.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Chubb
bro.
would get the most touches.
Yeah, bro. If Chubb rushes the ball 30 times and Kareem Hunt rushes the ball 23 times, and then Baker Mayfield only throws the ball 15 times,
On like play actions.
I would have the Browns winning. They need to run the ball. I don't see why they even think about
But
doing anything else.
it's-
I don't know why they ever expect to do anything else. You don't have Odell. You know what I mean? Jarvis Landry is your guy.
And he was out.
He was out. Why aren't you running the defense? They should be running like zero coverage blitzes every
I feel
single
like-
play, just because they know you're not going to pass the ball.
I feel
at
like
this
we're
point.
not talking
Like,
about the elephant in the room here, so I just got to bring it up. The last time Mason Rudolph played the Cleveland Browns, what happened?
He got smacked in the head with him.
So
Myles Garrett versus him again.
Myles Garrett versus Mason Rudolph, the rematch in Week 17 for a playoff spot. There's a lot. There's a lot at stake.
It's already tension on the line with just that alone.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
This might turn into an all-out fight.
And we're talking about Pittsburgh, so we have here that Steelers remember how to play football. I called it. You know, I understand the Colts are a really good football team. They're not really good. They're a great football team. But like I said, you know, I said there was no way we were gonna, you know, lose 3 in a row. You know what I mean? I said this was gonna be our bounce back week. I know it's a tough team, but we showed that we're also a tough team. Yeah, we lost
In the first half, Pittsburgh didn't look strong
at all.
They looked like the old Pittsburgh of the last 3 weeks. But in
And
the second half, they really did dial it up to another notch.
And when we were talking about when you brought up the Chiefs and what they do on the second half, what was the first team I brought up to say them as well? The Steelers. They're the same. You know, they're the same men now. We're not the best. Like if you let the game be close in the first half, you're losing.
Yeah,
you're losing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, except Washington closed a game with Sweat with that tip pick when we played them. Like but we all know Pittsburgh is a defensive team and offense is shaky. So that's why I'm excited to see who we take in the draft. Obviously, we're not gonna have a great pick, but there could be some really key guys who fall to us. It's just so scary now because I think all the people that are making these mock drafts are listening to our podcast because. Am I not wrong about that? Because Zach Wilson was in a late first round, second round in majority of the mock drafts.
Yes.
Jeffrey talks about him. He's top 10 now. They have him above Trey Lance now. And trash.
Speaking of Zach Wilson, he put it on Twitter yesterday. He officially is declared for the draft, so he is officially coming out of BYU.
Let's go, man. You guys know who's my favorite quarterback coming out right now.
Kyle Trask.
No, I'm good. I'm good on him. He's not. But I mean, no, but yeah, it's like they got to be listening to our podcast. Like, there's no way they're not. I literally said Zach Wilson. We looked on the mock drafts. On one of them he wasn't even in the first round. On the second one he was late first round, and on the third one he was like the 20th pick, which was the highest we saw.
Right.
So it's just like now they got him going 6. Now they got him going 9, 12.
Right.
I've seen one that got him going 2.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, bro. Like, I would love it. I want it to happen.
All right.
You know?
One more topic to talk about here in the NFL, and that is the Packers looked real dominant last week.
Bro.
They look real scary going into their playoff push.
And you know what it is? You know, it's like you were talking about him a little bit when we bad about him earlier. I think it was the first episode. When you had made the comment saying that Aaron Rodgers threw almost as many picks this season alone as he has in the last couple of years, but I don't know, bro. Like he's turning it on. The offense turning it on. The 2 Aarons are an amazing backfield. I think adding Jones was one of the best things that Green Bay did. I think him getting the role he has, you know, because let's talk about pass running back to me, Eddie Lacy. And like guys like that, you know, I think a receiving back is the best back for this offense, without a doubt. I think that's why he's looking amazing. And also, even getting the ball handed off to him, Williams isn't looking that bad as a backup, if you want to be honest. He's not looking horrible.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking good.
I was talking to one of my family members, and he said that Davante Adams, without the Packers, would be a terrible wide receiver.
Oh,
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that.
Okay. I don't know about that one.
I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like Davante Adams is a great player. He said the only reason Davante Adams is good is because Aaron Rodgers is throwing him the ball. Direct quote.
I don't know about that.
I don't either.
Yeah,
but this is what I want to say.
Adams has some of the best route running in the league. He has great.
No. Okay. So look, I was watching the game with my dad, and he was like, he literally said, he said, "Damn, that boy cooking." That was exact quote when Adams caught his second touchdown out of his 3. I was like, I literally told him, I was like, Dad, you know who that is? That's the best route runner in the NFL. Like, It's not even close. Like, I know some people want to argue Galladay, but no. Some people want to argue Metcalf is not. He's not a route runner. He's just a big guy who can catch the football. If you give Davante Adams Metcalf size, bro, he'll be the best wide receiver of all time, bro. But he's the best route runner. I mean, he had 11 catches for 142 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Damn.
And I mean, you got Satan Brown getting 1 catch for 21 yards and a touchdown. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
You can't add for no more than that.
And speaking of Devontae Adams, I know we all saw it. We all play Madden. Devontae Adams gets the 99 overall rating.
Yes, he did.
Fine.
99
I feel
club.
like it's been a long time coming. I feel like he deserved it way earlier than this, but he's finally in the 99 club. So congratulations to Devontae Adams.
And
love
you guys heard me talking about Aaron Jones and Williams, but
Yeah.
Williams wasn't even the guy this week. It was Jones. It was AJ Dillon rushing. He had 21 carries for 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, with Jones 10 carries for 94 yards. And the thing is that Aaron Rodgers had 3 rushes for 19 yards.
Aaron Rodgers
Now-
always said he's been the low-key scrambling quarterback.
Here's my thing that was like wild to me is that Derrick Henry still ran the ball one less time they passed. They passed the ball 24 times, and he ran 23 times, but he got 98 yards with 23 carries. That's good defense. That's really for
nice.
Derrick Henry. That's good defense. And 0
that's
touchdowns.
nice.
Ryan Tannehill had the only rushing touchdown, but he ran 3 times for 55 yards and 1 touchdown. So he was doing his thing.
He was playing.
So
But yeah, I feel like the Packers just came out, whooped some ass, and went home ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So now, with the season winding down to the end here, we have 2 clear candidates for the MVP this year. You have either Pat Mahomes or you have Aaron Rodgers. And at this point, who do you give your MVP award to? Do you give it to Pat or Aaron?
I say
okay.
Aaron.
Okay.
I say Aaron. I
I'm
say Aaron
going to-
Rodgers. I feel like he had the better year, and he has more to show for it, in my opinion.
You know how everybody was arguing between Mahomes and
Russell.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Okay, I definitely got Mahomes in that one, but against Aaron Rodgers, I mean everyone wants to see Aaron Rodgers get one. You know this late. You know, but I still want to see him get one, especially after. Okay, so look who both teams went against. You got Green Bay going against the Titans,
Who's a playoff team?
who came in the game 10-4.
Playoff team.
That's a great team. And then you got a 4-10 Falcons.
Exactly.
And then they go to OT
And if
with
Young
them.
Hoku doesn't miss that field goal at the end of that game, they go into overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Hui.
That's the only thing that kept him out was a missed field goal by
Exactly.
Young Hoku. Like, that's it.
Okay,
It wasn't that
And here's the thing.
the Chiefs scored. It was that kicker missed.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We've seen, the Titans defense is bad. Don't get me wrong, because they let the Lions put up 25 and then the Packers just put up 40. But I mean, it's still mind-boggling that they put up 40. Like they beat them 40-14.
Yeah.
I don't see too
Do
many
the Packers have the 1 seed clinched?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think they're the one team.
12-3. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically either quarterbacks from the top teams in the league.
Which, okay, if you're going off record, then Mahomes gets it because
Right.
they have 1 L.
Right.
But I don't know. It just to me, my
I
MVP
don't
is Aaron
know,
Rodgers.
because the MVP, don't the players vote on the MVP? Right.
No, it's the media.
Media votes on MVP, so I feel like it could be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm pretty positive it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes. But I said my MVP is Aaron Rodgers.
Same here.
Yeah, I think I go Aaron Rodgers for the MVP as well.
But I just feel like, with the media picking it, they're going to do the popularity contest, and Patrick Mahomes is more popular than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers has had such a great season, and if you look, that their three losses have been bad games by Aaron. So it shows that if he doesn't play well, the team doesn't perform well. And 2, a lot of their wins, I can't recall, and I could be wrong, but I don't remember a lot of their wins being close. I remember them winning by a handsome margin. At least 10 of their 12 wins this year have been by a decent margin, especially including last night where you play a playoff team and you put up 40 points and you win 40-14.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Like,
I'm gonna go off of what you said about the whole Aaron Rodgers plays bad, they lose the game. Patrick Mahomes in the loss, their only loss against the Raiders. He had a hell of a game. He threw a pick, but he went 22 for 43, 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a really good game at the court. He threw a pick, but that's a really good game. Really good game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just the defensive side of the ball was really where, it went downhill with they
Right.
gave up 40.
I feel like
yeah, it was a shootout.
I feel like, and this is just my opinion, if you take Patrick Mahomes and put him on the Green Bay Packers and take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the Kansas City Chiefs, Aaron Rodgers does as good, if not better, than what Patrick Mahomes is doing.
Yes, his
Because
weapons.
because Patrick Mahomes
Okay.
has a lot more weapons
Okay.
at his disposal than Aaron Rodgers really does.
Yeah, but in my opinion,
Because think about their receivers. You got
Yeah,
Devontae Adams and then Marquise Valdez-Scantling.
That's what I'm saying. It's like my point about it is that he has one of the best weapons in the league. Aaron Rodgers does, but that's it. Like
That's it.
he has a running back who can pass the ball too. But then you go to the other side, you have two receiving backs of Le'Veon Bell and
And then you got the best tight end
yeah,
in the league.
you
You
got
got
the best tight
arguably
end.
one of the best receivers
got-
in the league. You got
you got-
another great receiver in Sammy Watkins. You got another great receiver in
And
Mecole
Mecole Hardman.
Hardman.
And then Pringle isn't too bad when he's on the
Exactly.
field.
But then you look at Aaron Rodgers and he has Aaron Jones. Yeah, he has Devontae
Yeah.
Adams, of course.
And
Then
then-
you
Yeah,
got
CeeDee.
Alan
And-
Lazard
and
and
then-
Marquise
yeah,
Valdez-Scantling.
and then from there, it becomes
Yeah.
a blur. But I mean, yeah, but
And then
here's
who's
my
their
thing.
tight end? Like, speaking of tight ends, Travis Kelce or whatever his name is. I think it starts with
Robert
a T.
Tonyan.
Yeah. Like, who's that?
No, but
Scored
like
3 touchdowns one game because Aaron Rodgers is
and,
throwing the
and
ball.
like here's my thing, like when I'm looking at the Raiders, like Josh Jacobs and Devin Booker in that game, that shootout carried the ball together was 30 times. And you include your other running back, it's 31. He carried the ball once. 31 times, and then you compare it to the best running back duo in the league who ran 15.
You have to run the ball in the NFL.
Bro, like
That's the point that's been proven time and time again. You have to run the ball in the NFL. You can't throw the ball 60 times to win a championship.
yeah, that's very key, but I don't know because the Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs, they're
They
throwing the
still
ball.
run the ball a lot.
They run the ball, but they don't have a premier back that's like, oh my God, you got to
No.
stop him.
I never said you have to have a premium back. You just have to run the ball.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
why.
just throw and win games. You got
No, but like,
they throw the ball like 40 times, yeah, but they also run the ball like 20 times.
but all their runs are scheme runs. They're halfback draws and stuff like that. So basically, they are winning off passing because their runs are set up due to passing. It's not like they're running a lot.
Right.
I think the Browns would
It's
be
literally the opposite side of the Browns. The Browns run the ball,
Okay,
run the ball,
this is
play
gonna hurt.
action.
No, yeah.
They pass the ball,
No,
ball,
but-
draw.
Well, no, the Browns will do that. That's what they should do. They don't though.
Yeah.
Here's something that's gonna hurt me to say this, but the Browns, if they were healthy, they could be the best team in their division with the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals if they ran offense. De'Aaron just explained. They run, play action, run, play action, play action. If they're doing a lot of misdirections in the backfield, like if they're doing that, it's gonna be very hard to beat that team because it's gonna be hard. It's already hard enough to tackle Nick Chubb. If it's hard to tackle that man, and you're giving him the ball 11 times, and all 11 of those times, it's like basically stopping the train with your bare hands. That's dumb. Like
Yeah,
you should
when
give
you-
him to
I mean,
31 times.
Look at all the games that they've won handsomely, or even close games. Look at all the winning games they have. He had at least touched the ball 15 to 20 times,
Right.
if not more.
it-
And every time he's done that, they've won ball games. But every time they've lost, look at it. Sometimes he runs 15 to 20 times, but more likely than not, he doesn't get the ball much.
So we're gonna transition over to the college football side. So Alabama beats Notre Dame. To me, that was no brainer. I saw it. Off the rip.
I was upset that the Tuesday that or the Sunday that they did the selection show
Yeah.
and they put Notre Dame in over Texas A&M. I said that Texas A&M should have won,
Yeah.
and I feel like it would have been a closer game with Texas A&M. That's just my opinion.
I get it.
There's a lot of people on the internet that after this game last night have called for the playoff committee to stop putting Notre Dame in the college football playoffs entirely.
I get that. I understand that.
I
but
understand that completely.
But okay. But here's my thing that's mind-boggling. Is that but when I was on Twitter, I saw a lot of Notre Dame over Texas A&M. I saw all this, and then once they lose, now everybody trying to bash them. Bro, I hate that. Don't sit
Stay
up
consistent.
here. Yeah, exactly.
Don't be a
if you
hypocrite.
pick them, if you pick that team from the jump, don't be like, oh, we shouldn't have picked them. They lost. Okay, they're going against Alabama, bro. Like
Exactly.
it's tough. Okay, but don't get me wrong. I still see Ohio State and Clemson beating them too. So to them, they shouldn't have went in, bro. Because
I feel like Texas A&M had a better shot. They should have got the nod, but Notre Dame gets the nod because they were ranked second and then lost.
It's because they beat Clemson. Texas A&M didn't have that signature win like Clemson.
Yeah, bro.
Notre
It
Dame, they
sucks
beat
because
Clemson in the regular season.
And they beat a Clemson team that didn't have many starters. But
yeah, bro.
that's
I don't
besides
know.
the
It
point.
wasn't like.
including the starting quarterback.
Exactly.
And once again, like I said, Ohio State would beat Notre Dame as well. Like if they you know
They
what I mean? Like
proved it. I mean,
yeah.
look at their only loss.
Like,
Their
come on,
only
bro.
loss is to Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Notre Dame's only
Yeah.
loss is to Clemson, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And the
Ohio State popped
Ohio
them.
State
Come on,
played
like-
that same Clemson team, no injuries, and Ohio State beat them by 21 points. I mean, look at the opponent. What's it called? The
Strength.
yeah, like the opponent, like the mutual
Strength of schedule.
opponent. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
The mutual opponent. If Ohio State played Notre Dame, Ohio State would have won because the team that Notre
Beat
Dame
them,
lost
they
to,
beat.
they destroyed. That's the easiest way to look at it.
Yeah.
Look at just look at the facts. And a lot of people were saying a lot that Ohio State didn't deserve to be in the playoffs, and Ohio State didn't play enough games to be in the playoffs. So what do you say about last night? Clemson should still be in because Ohio State beat them 49-28. That wasn't a close game.
Yeah, at all. Like, you know, like I still like, you know,
The
I don't know,
only time
it's-
it was a close game was in the first quarter when it was 7-0.
yeah, and since you brought up Ohio State, yeah, like it was a lot of people see it as a big upset. I did too, honestly, because I thought to me, I thought it was about to be Clemson, Alabama. You know, they were about to, you know, face off again.
For like the third time in a row.
Yeah, to me, it was absolute no-brainer going before the game. Okay? When I saw the way Ohio State was hitting and going off the first quarter, basically like the first couple drives, I was like, oh shit, this about to be a game. Like, and it wasn't a game at all.
Yeah.
It wound up being
Now, I
absolute.
also, speaking of the Ohio State Clemson game, I have to bone to pick with this. I don't remember what guy posted it on Twitter, but they showed a picture of Trevor Lawrence, and it looked, from the picture, it looked like there was helmet-to-helmet contact with an Ohio State defender as Trevor Lawrence was running through the middle of the field, but it wasn't called. The guy put on Twitter, he said that it wasn't called for targeting because Trevor Lawrence didn't lay down after the play, insinuating that the targeting call against the linebacker from Clemson was only called targeting because of
Right.
Justin Fields laying
Right.
down on the play.
What does that mean
Let
though?
a 6'4", 250-pound linebacker run his head, no matter if it
Head
was on
first,
accident or not.
top
I
of
don't
his
believe
head.
he should have
Yeah.
been ejected, but let him run his head into your rib cage. And then the pain that you feel, yeah, you're gonna fucking lay on the ground, dude. He took his head and hit it in his ribs.
And
Nowhere
with that guy saying that's promoting flopping, bro. That's something that has a lot of people has ruined sports. They hate the fact of flopping and stuff like that. So I mean, if all you gotta do to get a targeting is after you get hit, you fall. What is that doing?
Well, no, he's
You know what I mean?
saying that Justin Fields was flopping. That's what he was
Yeah.
insinuating.
Yeah,
And that was
but
not,
look at
that
the
was
play
far from the
before.
case.
But look at it
And
before
like
it
people were
happened.
talking about, and I don't want any blame spread on Justin Fields in that situation because when you see a guy running at you, your instinct as a football player is to try to evade that tackle. So yes, he spun, but he didn't spin to get a targeting call. He spun to
get away-
try to break
yeah.
the tackle.
Bro, yeah, he's not
And
he's
also-
not a pocket passer.
Look-
He's a scrambling quarterback. If you are a mobile QB, if when Ray Lewis is running at Michael Vick, he's not about to just fall down. No, he's gonna try to make a play to juke him. Bro, that's football. That's how you run the football. Now if it was a running back, they wouldn't have said nothing about him doing a spin move. If it was a wide receiver,
Yeah.
And now
They wouldn't say
that kid
nothing,
should
but
not
because
have
of his
been ejected.
quarterback.
It was a bang play, spin move. You can't make any adjustment to it. He shouldn't have been ejected for that, but it definitely wasn't.
He
Justin
shouldn't have
Fields'
lowered his
fault
head.
that
If he
was
would have kept his
ejected.
head up, that wasn't a targeting
okay,
call.
okay.
He lowered the crown of his helmet into
Here's my
Justin
thing.
Fields'
I agree.
spine.
I 100% agree with the ejection. I do.
I do too.
But if he wouldn't have got ejected, I wouldn't have been mad either. I wouldn't have been like, oh, bro, why didn't he get ejected? He lowered his helmet. But no, I still agree with. I'm not. You know how you saying you don't agree with. I agree with it. He should have got ejected. You're not. The way
You're
football,
a
the way
linebacker.
yeah, the
You
way
know how to tackle.
the way-
You've been learning all your life how to tackle. You know to never lower your head.
the way football is now, you can't do that. It's not like it used
But
to be. You can't
speaking
do
of
it.
that picture, look at the play, look at the full play because if I remember correctly, Trevor Lawrence was running the ball, saw the person, and Trevor Lawrence lowers his head where the guy keeps his head up. That's why it's helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't targeting. The tackler had his head up, making a good tackle, and then Trevor Lawrence lowered his shoulder and his head to where it head first. You can't call targeting when the runner initiates the targeting.
Well, he necessarily didn't initiate it, but like, so yeah. Here's my thing. It wasn't to me. That's definitely not targeting. It was helmet to contact. But in football, I hit my helmet on another player's helmet 95% of the game.
Exactly.
It
I do
happens
too.
It's especially as a defensive lineman. Every time I fire off Bull rushing is helmet to helmet on the offensive lineman. When I'm offensive lineman, when I'm getting bull rush, helmet to helmet. When I'm making a tackle, it's helmet to helmet. It's not. I'm not sitting here putting my helmet down, going for it. But your helmet's always clacked, bro. That's why you have on helmets, and so you won't headbutt.
I use it to my advantage.
I don't agree with the ejection. I don't think he should have been ejected. The reason why is, yes, his head was down, but if Justin Fields doesn't spin, he's hitting him with his shoulder, and his head is on the side. That's why.
Okay, I get you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
He spun to where his head was. But the reason targeting was called was because it was on a quarterback.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
They never reviewed it because it was a running back, not a quarterback.
Yes, I said now let that would have been a wide receiver, or let that would have been a running back, you know what I mean, making a play like that. It would have just been a ooh hit or something like that. It wouldn't have been of, oh my God, that's a target. He tried to hurt, you know, it would have been nothing like that.
Yeah. I agree with that because stuff like that happens all the time. Look at Devontae Smith, literally earlier that day. He's running down the field, like gets hit in the fucking back and like flips and spins and scores a touchdown
and hurt himself.
Yeah, hurt himself, lays there, goes, holy fuck, and they're just like, touchdown, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of that Devontae Smith kid, did you see that picture on Facebook where the kid's standing there with that 30 fucking foot wing or 30-inch wingspan?
Yeah.
He can scratch his damn shin without leaning over.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a monster.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw I remember one day I was watching his high school highlights. I was watching his high school highlights, and bro, he with his arms, bro, the plays he makes, bro. Like,
speaking of which, I know we're still talking about college football, but I want to bring up. I was looking at Twitter, and there's a Texas commit wide receiver. He's number 1. I don't know where he's from or anything, but it's a goal line fade, and he's running the route, and he just boxes out to do it with one hand, catches the ball with one hand, didn't jump or anything, just catches it with one hand. Dude's trying to look like a little kid on a grown-ass man because he's like trying to slap it away, and the dude just keeps it out of his reach and scores a touchdown. And I was like, that's being a bully right
disrespectful.
There. That was disrespectful because, I mean, it literally looked like a little kid. He's like swiping, trying to knock the ball out, and he's just holding the ball like, nope.
Yeah, so we were talking about Justin Fields, so let's stay on the quarterback topic with Kyle Trask. So, okay, so also I want to start with you. If you were a team, well, okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. Does that performance make him drop farther back in the draft? Is he gonna go later in the draft because of that performance?
Now, see, he was projected to go late first round, maybe early second.
Right. So is he falling?
I don't think one game should drop him far,
but it's a bowl game.
That one game should lose him the Heisman Trophy. I don't think it would affect his draft stock because it's only one game. NFL scouts, they don't look at one game like the Heisman committee does. But the Heisman Trophy, it should definitely have dropped him off of that, or at least down.
See, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
See, I don't know about that.
I disagree with it as well.
Because of the stature of the game. That is a bowl game, high energy, high everything game. That is the clutch ball game right there. That shows teams I can play good in high circumstance game.
Oh, okay, you're disagreeing with the draft stock, not the Heisman.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think it should drop his draft stock. He shows that he gets flustered in high circumstance games.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It'd be different if he was a wide receiver and he got 3 drops in the first half or something, or first quarter. You know, like, it's different. You know, it would affect him, but not that much.
No, because the thing about receivers is if he fumbled 3 times and lost it because it's a turnover.
Yeah, true.
So it's still affecting my receiver or running back because it'd be 3 fumbles.
But here's my thing on it. It's the fact of when you're drafting a quarterback, you're thinking like, this is my guy. He's taking me to Super Bowls. He's taking me somewhere. You don't want a guy who's going to take you to the Super Bowl because he had a good regular season, but then Cam Newton it and choke it when you get there.
And throw 3 picks in the first quarter.
Right, bro. You don't want that. Like, I'd rather go with a guy who's going to get me there and play his best there. He's not going to play worse. He's not going to get nervous or whatever happened to him. Nothing's going to go backwards with him. He's going to play the same way he played all season long and be the same quarterback he was all season long.
And with those 3,
this is why I disagree about the draft stock is because if you look at the quarterbacks coming out of this draft, there's 4 guaranteed. There's a top 4. You have you have Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson. You have Trey Lance.
But some didn't have.
They're fighting for that 5th and 6th spot on the quarterback list. That's why I don't think it's going to hurt his draft stock.
I get that
because he wasn't going early to begin with.
But
there was already 3 to 4 possibly quarterbacks going before him, so it's not going to really hurt his draft stock too much.
Yeah, okay. So it's like that, but now all mock drafts, bro. Like a lot of people
trying to compare him with like Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, and then he throws 3 picks, then I can understand. Yeah, drop him in the draft. But
yeah,
there was already people going ahead of him.
But no, but the thing is, some had like here's the thing, like a lot of the mock drafts I looked at on Twitter, because of the fact that he wasn't a Heisman race, he was over Zach automatically. He's over Trey Lance because of the school he's at compared to Trey Lance's school. So he was the number 3 quarterback. It's just me personally watching. My top 4 is Trey, Zach. Well, you know, if we're going in order, it'd be Justin, Trevor, Zach, and then, you know, Trey. But to majority...
You're telling me right now, I'm going to switch topics for a second. Are you two telling me that you would take Justin Fields in Jacksonville over Trevor Lawrence?
Yes. Easily.
Like every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Me, you asking me.
Every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
I'm asking you.
You know what I'm saying? My opinion, yes. But what do I think the Jaguars are going to do? I think they're gonna, go ahead and take up Goldilocks.
The safe pick.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go Goldilocks because he's the safer pick. You know, he's gonna come in and he's gonna, they're gonna take the Joe Burrow instead of going for the Justin Herbert or something. They're gonna go for the guy that they're not gonna come in and play good automatically. They're not gonna go for you the guy who could come in and be one of the best that they're seeing in a while, or just come in and be average. Because his ceiling and his floor is kind of far apart. So they're gonna go with Trevor. But me personally, I'll take Justin. I definitely will because, okay, you can argue they're both dual threats, but Justin is a 10 times better runner than Trevor is.
Way more accurate. Yeah, 78% completion percentage in his senior year of college. 78%.
I got Justin. I'm not saying Trevor's not a good quarterback, but
you also know that Dwayne Haskins also had a great senior year at Ohio State.
Yes, he did.
Too, right?
But Dwayne Haskins wasn't as good as a runner.
Didn't Barrett have a good one too?
It's just no scout has had this much of a secure place as a scout, as a prospect since Andrew Luck, John Elway. There's been 3 quarterbacks that have had this kind of guaranteed success. There was John Elway, who was successful. Andrew Luck, very successful. Trevor
in a
Lawrence
short
is that
career.
third guy.
What about Peyton Manning?
That's why you take Trevor Lawrence 1, because it's a surefire.
Hold on. What about Peyton Manning?
He's going to be a good quarterback.
No. You said back to what I said. That's safe. They're being safe.
They're being safe.
Right.
I don't see bro. I'm trying to tell you what Trevor does, Justin could do better. Like running the ball. That's what makes him look good. Because not only can he drop back with his hair flowing and make good throws, he can also put it up in a ponytail and get down and run. But Justin does it better. You know what I mean? Justin does it better, bro.
Now look,
bro. To me, it's not even close, bro.
All I gotta say is this is why we'll never be able to get paid to be GMs, because we would make the owner shit himself 11 times every offseason. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But then we'd win a Super Bowl.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We would never be able to become GMs in the NFL because our owner would hate us. He'd be like, "Why'd you have to give me a heart attack every day this offseason?" Because we would make picks like, if we're the Jacksonville Jaguars, we'd be like, "All right, Justin Fields." And they're like, "The fuck? Why not Trevor Lawrence?" And we're like, "You'll see." Because Trevor Lawrence is a better runner, more accurate. I mean, if you comparing to Trevor Lawrence, it's night and day, in my opinion. It's night and day.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence is a horrible quarterback.
I do. I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm saying like
I told y'all my hot take.
He's not like, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see like Joe Burrow. Yeah, he got hurt, but I think I think Joe Burrow is going to be a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence is.
Interesting.
I do.
All right, so
I see Tua.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit on you guys too. So we talked about this in the NFL, but we're gonna switch it over to college football. Who do you have as your Heisman winner?
Devontae Smith, in my opinion. I feel like Devontae Smith earned it. I think Devontae.
There's never been a receiver to win the Heisman Trophy award.
I feel like he earned it. Look at his stats. Look what he did in the bowl game. A high risk, high reward situation.
Receivers don't win MVPs. Receivers don't win Heisman trophies. They don't win those kinds of awards because they're reliant on another position. So Devontae Smith would be the first receiver, I believe, ever. Look it up just to make sure I'm right.
I think Desmond Howard.
He'll be the first receiver to ever win the Heisman.
I think Desmond Howard because he was playing DB and receiver.
Well, no, he was a DB though. He was listed as a DB as a corner. He wasn't listed as a receiver. So he had receiving stats, but he was listed as a corner.
So due to losses, I mean, okay, because when I looked it up, the 4 they still have is Trask, Lawrence, Jones, Smith. So Trask is not going to win it due to his bowl performance.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence isn't going to win it due to his. You know, he lost by a very bad margin.
And turnover.
And he had turnover. Mac Jones, I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and gave it to him as the quarterback. But if it was me, if somebody told me, okay, Jeffrey, go ahead and pick the Heisman and hand him the trophy, I'm giving it to Devontae Smith. I am. I'm giving it to him without a doubt. Because yeah, Trevor Lawrence does not deserve it. He lost. Alabama, they're going all the way.
So you guys don't take Najee?
The 4 I see right here on NCAA website that they have the finalists is Matt Jones, Lawrence, Trask, and Smith.
Right, but there's still Najee Harris is still got it. He's got because they haven't been updated since the bowl games yet. So
Right.
Najee Harris could definitely jump in there.
Dang, I see a lot of tight ends. Well, I saw two tight ends that have won it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, a wide receiver won it in 1972. Johnny Rogers, wide receiver out of Nebraska.
Okay, so I was wrong.
So it's
But
been
I
over
know
40
1972 though,
It's
so
been almost
I
50 years.
understand
No,
if
no,
I'm
no.
wrong.
Tim Brown out of Notre Dame won in '87.
Okay.
Desmond Howard they listed him as a wide receiver for Michigan in 1991.
Well, see, he was a DB receiver. Okay.
Yeah, but on here, yeah. So it's been 2, but
Right.
the most it's been 2 because we'll call the most recent one in '91. We'll say he was a DB. So '87, Tim Brown. So that's still a very long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
But that's still
Yeah.
33
Very,
years.
very
Yeah,
long time.
it's been
what?
33 years since we've seen one.
Yeah.
We
33
wasn't even
years.
alive yet.
And our parents were very young.
Yeah.
And what's interesting too is when's the last time while you're looking at that? When's the last time a running back's won the Heisman?
Okay.
I
see
Bush
I see a
in 08.
ton. I see a
Mark
ton
Ingram.
of running
No,
back.
I
Like
think Mark Ingram was the last one to win it.
Yeah.
no. Derrick Henry in 2015.
Oh, Derrick
Oh,
Henry.
Derrick Henry won it. I did not know that. Okay, so 2015. So it's been 5 years.
Yeah, and then Mark Ingram won in 09. Reggie Bush in 05. Bro, I think running back and quarterbacks are neck and neck for who's won it the most, bro.
Right. Well, no, I think quarterbacks have won it the most.
Cause you got Ron Dane, Ricky Williams, who are all in a row. Charles Woodson won it as a corner
Yeah,
for
he was the
Michigan.
first defensive player.
And what's interesting, the last 2 running backs that have won the Heisman Trophy have both been Alabama running backs.
Yeah, they both have, yeah.
Interesting. Because Najee, I mean, he had a great game yesterday.
But so did Devontae Smith.
Right. Very true.
But yeah, Oregon got one too, Marcus! Sorry.
Speaking of Marcus, let's switch back to the NFL for a second. Jeffrey, you being Oregon fan, a Marcus Mariota fan, obviously.
Yes,
What do you think about John Gruden making the decision to start Derek Carr, even though Marcus Mariota had that great game against the Chargers on Thursday Night Football?
Like I said, it was a given. He was gonna start. He was the guy. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's like
I'm just saying, what's your opinion on that? I'm not saying.
I think it's
I'm saying,
dumb.
like,
I don't like it. I think Marcus Mariota is the quarterback there.
What?
I definitely see something. Like, here's my thing. I got Marcus Mariota over Dwayne Haskins every day of the week. And since, somebody's going to have to pick those two up. And like you said, the 2 teams, so if Matt Ryan leaves, Marcus Mariota could fill there. If Stafford leaves, Marcus Mariota could fill there. I would take him.
Yeah,
like I'm
true.
trying to tell you, like, he's not old. He's not, like, old as dirt. He's still younger. So, yeah. I think you put him in the right system. But also, here's my thing. You remember how we were talking about since the Jets aren't getting the first pick, they might not take Justin Fields. They might take Justin Fields. They might not go for a quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus Mariota is picked.
I'm taking that tackle out of Oregon.
Oregon, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus Mariota is signed there. I would love that.
Maybe.
I would be so excited to see that. You guys
So
don't
are
even know.
you guys completely sold on Sam Darnold? Period. Even after leading the Jets to 2
He's a
back-to-back
great.
wins
Okay, he's
over
not a
2
great.
playoff
Okay,
teams.
he's a
You also gotta
decent
think,
to
the Jets'
solid
2
quarterback.
wins this year. The Jets' 2 wins this year have been against 2 playoff teams.
Yeah, he's a decent to solid quarterback. He's not horrible. He's not the worst quarterback ever.
Would you
nothing
take
like
Sam
that.
Darnold or Cam Newton?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. I would take Sam
Ooh.
Darnold.
At quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Well, Duffy, obviously quarterback. Sam Darnold can't play any other position.
That's what I'm saying. But Cam can. You know what I mean?
This is what I've always said about Sam
That was
Darnold.
very interesting. They were talking about that too. I've heard this. I want to say on Get Up, but I could be wrong about that. And they said quarterback is so interesting because 90% of the quarterbacks will not make it to the NFL level at any other position except quarterback.
Yeah.
But yet they are the most important position on the field. It's
Right.
just crazy to think.
Right.
Now, this is what I've always said about Sam Darnold. He kind of reminds me of Baker Mayfield. He is a good quarterback that makes questionable decisions that make you want to just fucking punch him in the face and do.
But who does that even more?
What the fuck are you doing?
Who does that the most in the league right now besides Baker?
I would say Baker.
Okay,
but
so who's the second? In my opinion, Carr.
Derek Carr.
Bro, he
Yeah.
does it every single game. Like, but I get it. He has a deep threat in Henry Ruggs, who I feel like he's included in offense, but he should be the number one guy in my opinion. He definitely should.
That's what I've always said about Sam Darnold. Sometimes he makes them decisions and throws the ball, and you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then if it's caught, you're like, "What a decision!" But if it's like intercepted or dropped, you're like, "What the fuck, dude? You're stupid."
And
Like-
also look at the weapons. I mean, you got to also look at the weapons. I mean, you have Jamison Crowder,
Ass.
and then you have Braxton Berrios, and you have
Who scored a touchdown?
Herndon
Rashawn
DeForest.
Perryman.
I mean,
Okay. Also,
are these really what weapons? Would you call these players weapons?
no,
besides Jamison
I
Crowder?
wouldn't. This is what we were talking about. Like in the
Their
first,
number one is a slot on any other team. Their number two is just a return specialist, and their number three is Braxton Perryman. Who the fuck is that?
No, he's fast as shit. But anyway, yeah, but
Still,
yeah,
who the fuck is that?
right.
Like,
But like, I know him because of Madden. But anyway, the thing is that I don't know if you guys remember, but when we were talking about the very first episode, and we further with it, we talked about it a little bit on the second one. We said whoever goes to the Jags has the better chance, is going to have the better career.
Yeah.
Or at least a better rookie season.
Yeah.
Because of the weapons that they're coming into Chark, you're coming into Westbrook,
Yep.
you're coming into Schnault, you're coming into who's the young running back they got that's pretty good?
Williams, right?
Is that his name? Williams? Hold on.
It's Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, right. So you're coming into weapons off the rip.
Yeah.
Off the rip. You're walking in the door and your hands shaking all the guys who are going to eat for you throughout the season.
Sorry, I'm getting something to drink. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm just saying like we talked about it the first two episodes that whoever goes to the Jags has a better is going to walk into the better opportunity.
Right.
It's basically how we were talking about the Green Bay and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has more weapons compared to Aaron Rodgers. So
Yeah.
whoever goes to the Jets has less weapons than the person who goes
I mean,
to the
look
Jags.
look at the Jets' weapons. You got a return specialist, a slot receiver on any other team, a guy that wouldn't be on any other team, and a running back that's twice as old as you that has a son in fucking college.
No. The third running back he named is New York's track star. He's their track guy.
Yeah, they saw him running.
They
around
bet
the
money.
fucking field.
They bet money on him. Like when they travel, they have him race the fans for money.
Exactly. That's their source of income.
Yeah, that's how the Jets are making their money right now.
And then they got a running back that has a son in college. That's how old he is. He's been in the league longer than Jeffrey's been alive.
Yeah.
That's something to think about.
Yeah, man. But
And that's your starting running back.
How lit would it be if he played till his son was in the league?
No, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
You hear me, Austin? That's what he's doing. He said it.
And Frank Gore's son in the backfield.
Yeah, Frank Gore and Frank Gore Jr.
Yep, Frank Gore Sr. and Frank Gore Jr. And
That'd
they
be
look
lit as fuck.
literally they look just like each other too. Like
Yep.
they literally look like he fucking just took himself off
And was
just,
younger.
Yeah, like he
And
just
more
fucking
You know who else is coming out in this draft class that nobody really talks about is
Who?
Asante Samuel Jr.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
real nice.
Yeah.
I love Asante Samuel. Go Eagles. Asante Samuel's that dude. And his son, doesn't his son play receiver?
No, it's someplace corner.
Oh, just like him?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he might have learned a couple things from dad. That'd be a nice little
And then
pickup.
you got coming up soon is Deion Sanders Jr. too.
Yeah.
At quarterback though.
Is it
You're
Deion?
right.
I thought it was Shiloh and something with an S as well. Is it
Yeah, I
Deion
know.
Jr.?
No, I just know he played quarterback.
But I thought it was like Shea, Sander, and
It
like
probably
Shiloh.
is, but I'm just calling Deion
Yeah, but
Sanders
I-
son.
I have a million things to talk about when it comes to the NBA. So when you guys
But
are ready
you
to transfer,
were-
let me know.
Hold on. The one thing before that is I remember you were really high on Shiloh, the guy that went to that plays corner that went to South Carolina.
Yeah.
His younger one. You were really high on him, and he's gonna come out in the next couple years.
Yeah, he's
So,
really good.
in Jeffrey's opinion, look out for that guy.
Yeah, he's really good, really good.
And it's well, staying with the last topic we'll talk about for college football today. So Georgia UC, a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, let's
fighting
get there.
for
let's go.
UC to get into the college
Let's-
football playoffs.
let's
They
get it
come out,
popping,
they
let's get
played
it
a good
popping.
game. Now they did play a good game. Georgia's a good team. They played a good game, but they end up coming out just shy of
Just a bit
beating Georgia.
outside.
Nope.
What
You
you
know
guys- yeah,
what it was? You know what it
think
was?
about that game?
You know, okay, look, this is what it was. Point blank simple. So, Ritter rushed the ball 15 times for negative 17 yards.
Damn.
That's what it was.
That hurts.
That's how you lose a football game.
That hurts.
When your mobile quarterback does that.
Oh my God, negative 17 yards. He literally averaged negative 1.1 yards a carry.
That's
Literally.
how you lose. That's how you lose football
That's
games.
not good, man.
That's how you lose football games.
He
bro.
averaged negative yards. That's shit you do on Madden. That's video game stats right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he did his thing in the passing game. 24 for 37, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. But he's a dual threat. And when your dual threat does that, he's not, bro,
Oh.
you're going to lose.
Hold on. No, you were wrong, Jeffrey. They updated it. He went 3 carries for negative 20 yards.
Okay.
He was averaging negative 6.7 yards per carry.
Wow. Yeah, on here it says, that's tough.
Damn.
But, I mean, all in all, yeah, Georgia kind of was just, yeah.
Georgia was just the better team in the end.
Oh, wait,
we-
no.
like,
Okay, oh, sorry. That's my bad. That was Georgia's quarterback. Georgia's quarterback ran 3 times for negative 20.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
Damn.
Brian Cook with 7 solo tackles as well. in that one.
Cookie.
No, but yeah, I mean,
That's
but,
an old high school teammate of me
but
and
Jay-
Austin.
but JT Daniels, you know, he was balling 26 for 38 and 392 yards.
3 rushes, negative 20 yards.
Yeah, he was literally, he was shy of 8 yards shy of a 400-yard passing game, bro.
But he threw 1 touchdown to 1 pick.
Yeah.
So 300 yards is 300 yards, like we always say.
No, but you already knew who was catching that. Pickens, bro. That's the guy I've been high on for a while. 7 receptions, 135 yards, and a touchdown. But here's my thing. You know, in the fantasy world, Georgia's not having a coach next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because I had him going to
yeah.
Chicago.
That's true. Hey, in the fantasy
You know what I
world,
mean?
hey.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? We're having upsets. You know, he just want to upset one of bowl. You know, that adds. I'm pretty sure now he's 4-2 in bowl games. He's 4-2 in bowl games now.
That's not bad.
So
That's not bad.
you know what I mean?
not
He's
bad
coming to
at all.
Chicago to coach. Oh yeah,
He's
but
going up north.
You know, speaking of that, though, you know who has been reportedly being very sought after and looks like could be making the step up from college football to the NFL next year,
who is that?
and that's Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yep. Which is kind of sad because I wish he would go back to Ohio State, but Ryan Day is doing his thing, and I love Ryan Day. And it might, but what I feel like hurts is what Urban Meyer's really good at. He won't be able to do in the NFL, and that's recruiting.
Yeah,
You can't recruit players in the NFL. You just draft them and sign them. You don't recruit them. So I feel like that's the one downside is the thing that he's really great at doing. He won't be able to do, but goddamn it, that's a great coach.
let me. Yeah, you know where like Georgia excelled was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They scored 1 touchdown in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter, nothing in the third. But Cincinnati went 7 in the first, 7 in the second, 7 in the third, and 0 in the fourth. When Georgia came out and put up 14 in the fourth to win the football game.
So going into the fourth quarter, they were down 21-10.
Game scored 14 unanswered.
Yep, and then scored 14 unanswered to win the game.
That sucks.
That hurts.
Luke Fickle has done a great job with that UC organization.
That hurts. I guess
And-
that's bad.
and I was pulling for him to win that game.
I was too.
But it shows that they shouldn't have been in the college football playoffs. A lot of people were trying to fight for
Yeah.
him. I mean, that was a big game to win right there.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely. 100%. So, last thing on college football, it wasn't in our topics, but I got to say, I believe it's this Saturday, if not next Saturday, National Football Championship. Who you guys got? What's the score? Bama, Ohio State.
I'm going to always pick the Buckeyes. I'm going to root for the Buckeyes. Probably it's going to be like 28-27 or something like that, but I'm taking Ohio State.
Super, super close.
What about you, Jeffrey?
All right. So, if you know me, I don't really rock with Bama that much. I'm not a Roll Tide type of guy. But, Ohio State did, crush my team's dreams when they came to a championship.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Buckeyes. I will. I think
Buckeyes.
I definitely think it's gonna be a high scoring game because both teams' offenses are amazing, and I think they're both gonna make a splash and still score points. I don't think it's gonna be a 49-28 like they did Clemson, but I think it might be like a 35 to like 28. I think it's gonna be one touchdown. I think Bama's gonna try to. Mac Jones is gonna try to drive down, and Najee. But I think Najee Harris is gonna ball, but I think Ohio State is gonna have his number. I think that's going to be. I think that's what's going to be
key. To victory.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Ohio State linebackers, Tough Borland, and
I think Najee here. I'm not going to say he's gonna rush like Ritter did, but like or anything. But I don't see him having the numbers he's just had all season.
For me, I would say the Buckeyes win, and I say the Buckeyes win 38-21.
But you gotta know what I'm excited for. Oregon plays in the Fiesta Bowl today.
Yeah, against Iowa State. Matt Cameron would be going on that team because he would be coming to the Lions.
Yeah.
So this would be his last game at the Iowa State.
But my thing is, obviously I'm rooting for my team, but we're the 25th seed going against the 10th seed, so it's gonna be a tough football
and
game.
They're running. The key to that victory is to hold that running back.
Yeah.
Breece Hall, that man is scary.
No, but Oregon, bro, we're so dynamic, bro. It's gonna be a good game.
That's the one thing, because I feel like that's one thing that Oregon struggled with all year is rush defense.
Yeah.
And that's the team they're going up against is one of the best rushing offenses in the nation.
And they have been for a little while now.
Yeah, so that's your guys' key to victory. That's what y'all have probably been game planning on.
Yeah.
Is stop the run, and then again stop the run.
Right, and it's not impossible. We see the Packers do it against one of the best running backs we've ever seen.
Exactly.
So it's possible. Okay, so do you guys want to go on over to the NBA?
Let's go ahead.
And here's something that I made a point on in the first episode was about the Suns. They have the best record in the NBA right now, and I said they were going to come out hot.
I agreed with you, because if you look at it, the Suns in the bubble went undefeated.
Yeah, they went 8-0 in the bubble. They did not lose a basketball game. They beat every single team they played in the bubble.
They didn't make the playoffs because of their record going into the bubble, but they went 8-0 in the bubble. So this is just proving mine and Jeffrey's point right here that they're starting off with the best record in the NBA.
Right. Yeah. I said it coming down to you added Chris Paul to a team who went 8-0 in the bubble. You're gonna be good.
Exactly.
Off the rip, you're gonna be good.
Exactly.
You adding a great point guard. Some people say one of the best of all time, to a team who already just went 8-0.
I hate to ask this because it shows how much of a basketball fan I really am, but I was looking at their Twitter account and they had somebody in a number 99 jersey, and I was like, I don't know that guy, to be honest. I tried to rack my brain and think of who it is.
What, Jay Crowder?
I don't know. It's number 99 for the Suns.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jay Crowder.
It's Jay Crowder? Okay. I couldn't think of his name.
He's the only player in the NBA who wears 99 now.
Right. I'm sorry. I know you guys can bash me if you want. I watch the NBA, just not all the time. So I don't know everything about the NBA.
Yeah, he's on the Suns right now. Also, I'm right about that, right? He's the only player in the NBA that wears 99. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I haven't never looked it up before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope. Taco,
yeah. Taco.
Yeah.
Taco Fall.
Yeah. So yeah. So the Suns coming out hot. I mean, okay. So here's my thing. Here's something that a lot of NBA fans. This is where, in my opinion, basketball is better with the draft. It's a shorter draft. That's why, in my opinion, it's because, okay, so I don't know if you guys remember. You remember when Kobe White got drafted 7th? Mm-hmm. He got all he was talking, getting his interview in, and then the reporters came in and said that his teammate, who wasn't even projected to get drafted, Cameron Johnson, went 11th, right behind him. So 4 picks behind him, and he got teary-eyed and was like, "Wow, bro." He was like, "Wow. That's so much love. Wow, bro." That's exactly what he said. Quote by quote. And I mean, yeah, Cameron Johnson, he's showing to be a great guy. Jalen Smith, I'm not too sure we saw too much of him yet because he is a rookie. But Chris Paul doing his thing, Devin Booker doing his thing. You know, you got a solid team. You got a solid team. Pretty sure they
Absolutely.
signed. Didn't they sign Baines, Aaron Baines? He's there.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe
No,
so.
no, he's not. No, he's not. He's
No.
on Toronto. He's on Toronto. He's on
Okay,
Toronto.
Okay.
Aaron Baines is on Toronto. He was just on the Suns. He
was
left the
there.
Suns though.
Yeah. And
So,
didn't Oubre just leave?
Yeah, he's on the Wizards. I mean the Warriors. He's on the
Yeah.
Warriors. He's doing horrible, bro.
Really?
He's been
Wow.
because in all the roles he's been in his whole entire career, he's been a 3-4. Right now he's the number 2 guy behind Curry, and he's not shooting efficient at all. And if we're talking about key teams, Austin,
So he's basically done this all his career. It's just he hasn't really been like
he hasn't
put
been
in
a
the
key guy.
spotlight.
Yeah, he hasn't been a key
It's
guy.
been under the spotlight, so
Yeah.
everybody thinks he's good. Now that he's in the spotlight, it's really showing his true
So-
strength. Like Draymond Green when Draymond Green had to run the Warriors by himself and
Yeah, he
only
won-
averaged like 8 points a game.
But thing is, he was doing that his whole career. But thing is that
Chuck Barkley said he's going to go out there and get his single. Or was it
Single double or
triple single?
Yeah,
Yeah.
triple single.
Yeah. No, but yeah, but I mean, if you look at it, okay, so in 2015 championship, he was the 3rd option.
Yep.
Okay, he was the 4th option for the years after that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like after 2017, 2018,
Right.
2019, he was
That's
the 4th
what I'm
option.
saying. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He was never like the key guy, and
No,
then
but
when
no-
he showed the key
No,
guy, he
you know
showed
what he
his
was
true
keying?
colors.
You know what he was keying?
Defense
No, he
and kicking people in the nuts.
no, he's the ball handler on the team. He's the point guard. He runs point guard. Like he
Yeah, he
brings the
handles
ball-
balls really well.
yeah, like no, like, I'm,
handle balls really well.
no, but yeah, like he like Curry off ball is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
If you're a guard in the NBA, when you see Curry pass the ball to somebody else, foul
You're
him.
nervous.
Just
Yeah.
foul him. Just foul him. Just rack up. Go ahead and get your 6 so somebody else can
Unless
worry
your name
about
is
it.
Matthew Dellavedova, then you get paid millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars because you locked him up 4 games.
Yeah, but yes, okay. So here's another thing I want to talk about. I said that the Nets, there's one. Okay, as I said, even if they stay healthy, they're gonna struggle with one thing. What was that thing I said? Depth.
Depth, yeah.
And Austin argued, they have Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie has suffered a partial torn ACL in his right knee.
That hurts.
So that hurts the depth even more.
Yeah.
That hurts.
That was really bad.
That hurts in both ways. It hurts him because that
Yeah,
hurts, and it hurts the
physically,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, physically and team-wise. It hurts.
And then I don't know if you guys seen, the Hornets beat the Nets. Terry Rozier dunked on Kevin Durant's head top.
Yeah.
and yeah, they walk away. They walk out with a dub. And I mean,
What?
I saw it coming because when you're watching the game, Miles Bridges was dogging. He was doing his thing. You know, Devontae Graham hit his threes, and Terry Rozier completely took off. And to me, if you're thinking LaMelo really being your future, the 2 guards that are in front of him both have a lot of value right now. Seeing what Terry Rozier did and seeing what Devontae Graham is doing at the beginning of the season, I would trade him now, but sooner rather than later.
I know this is completely off topic, but I got a question. LiAngelo Ball was signed to a 1-year deal. What has he been doing?
Oh, he got released.
Oh, he already got
Yeah,
released.
he got cut.
Yeah, he
Really?
got
No
he
shit.
got cut after the first preseason game.
Damn.
Yeah.
The only time he ever touched the NBA floor, they had him rebounding and passing the ball during the pregame shoot around. He was rebounding and passing the ball, then he didn't touch the
But-
floor and they cut him.
Damn.
Another thing to talk about, LaMelo has been playing well. The last 2 games, I think he scored 15 against the Nets, and then 22 the game before. So
Against
he
the
showed
Mavs.
a little bit of promise.
No. He scored 4. He scored 15 against the Nets, and then he just scored 22 against the Mavs.
Okay.
And my thing is, everybody was saying he's only good against bad teams, and what really made me mad is, he so-called struggled in the preseason against the Raptors. Cool, whatever. But then he came against the Nets. Some argue the Nets are the best team in the East. Dropped 15.
Yep.
That's solid numbers as a rookie.
Solid.
Then goes against the Mavericks, who some have as the number 2 or number 3 best team in the West, which means they're number 2 or number 3 team best team in the league.
Yeah.
He dropped 22 on them.
And I feel like that's not his only stat. Like, didn't he get a lot of assists?
Yeah, he passes the ball, he rebounds the ball. He's a 6'7" point guard. So when the shots when he's guarding a point guard close to the basket, he's gonna rebound over him every day of the week. 6'3",
Exactly.
6'7". I got 6'7" every day.
Exactly.
So LaMelo's doing his thing, and yeah, I caught it going in. I have him as my rookie of the year.
I still
but-
remember when that guy was in high school and everybody was high about him. And
He scored 92 points in high school.
Yeah, and it's just really cool to see how he's really developed as a player and really is a good player
Well,
in the league right now.
He's always had to play. What really hurt LaMelo his whole entire life was his attitude. He didn't really care. Like, okay, if you want to watch the JBA, I probably could pull it up on my computer, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But you know, when he was in his dad's league, they had a USA versus other, is what it was called. And the guy had like tapped him on the like tried to tap him like good shot, and he just looked at him and smacked him as hard as he could in the face. And it was a whole fight. He got ejected, and Team USA lost.
Damn.
And they were winning when he left, but they lost because he wasn't there to ball. It's always been his attitude. That's what it's been. And Lithuania, he started. His brother didn't, and he kind of was dragging and talking stuff to him. It's like it was just that little kid stuff. But thing is, he was a 16-year-old playing professional basketball.
Right.
That you're gonna.
Now
he's gonna be childish.
Player that's had a decent last 3 games, Anthony Edwards. He's put up 15, 12, and 17
He's doing
in Minnesota, even though they've lost all 3 games.
No. Yeah. This is what I was talking about. You know how Donovan Mitchell got the Rookie of the Year over Ben Simmons? Wait, right? Didn't he get it over Ben Simmons?
Let me go look.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I know it was between them two because they were wearing hoodies and everything to mock each other. I'm pretty sure Donovan Mitchell got it.
So Donovan Mitchell was wearing a Ben Simmons for Rookie of the Year, and Ben Simmons was wearing a Donovan Mitchell for Rookie of the Year. Is that what you mean?
No. I forgot, but they were both wearing troll hoodies. I don't remember exactly what they said.
No, Ben Simmons won.
Yeah, over Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And the reason he won is because Philadelphia was the better team.
Right.
Because they were neck and neck in stats, they were neck and neck in performance, they were neck and neck in what they did with their roles on their team. But Philly was a better team, so Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year. And a lot of people were pissed off because that was Ben Simmons' second year in the league. Because he got hurt his rookie year.
Yeah, he got hurt his rookie year.
So a lot of people were saying, bro, this is not even really his rookie season. Give it to Donovan, but he still won it. So yeah, and that's the hoodie Donovan was wearing a hoodie saying that like a second year player is winning Rookie of the Year or something like that. So it was all, they were trolling each other. But yeah, so obviously, even if Anthony Edwards has, as long as him and LaMelo are neck and neck, LaMelo's gonna win it, in my opinion. Because I don't think the Hornets are a better team than the Timberwolves every day of the week. I would take them. Like, and it's mind-boggling to say that, but the players they have just don't mesh. They don't. D'Angelo Russell and Cat, they don't really mix at all. If you watch the way they're playing, they don't play together at all. Like, it's not like you know how everybody thought KD was not gonna fit. KD did fit on the Warriors. That was team basketball. You know, some argued that Harrell and Schroeder weren't really gonna work on the Lakers. They work really well as team basketball. I thought D'Lo and Cat and their choir behind them was gonna figure it out, but they're actually.
I have a quick
not
question
too good.
about that. Yeah, I've been wanting to ask about this, but it's always slipped my mind. I finally just remembered. How come when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, it was a snake thing and all that because he went to the team that won, but then Montrezl Harrell went to the Lakers that just won and beat his team, and that's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I know. Actually, the Lakers didn't beat the Clippers. The Mavericks beat the Clippers for the very first round, and then the Mavericks went on and lost to the. Wait.
I thought the Nuggets beat them in the second round. And the
Mavericks, yeah. There was Nuggets versus the Lakers in the conference finals. Yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, the Clippers and the Lakers never played each other.
I thought the Clippers lost to the Nuggets in the second round.
No, they lost to the Mavericks.
Oh shit, they got first round bounced.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm 99% sure about that because I remember looking at that. I remember actually watching the games.
But that was my question because, like, he left and went to the team that won the championship, where from the team that they said was going to win the championship.
But here's the thing. That is different. If you were building a team, would you build a team around Montrezl Harrell or Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant.
Okay, who's a better player?
Kevin Durant.
Who's arguably one of the best scorers of all time?
Kevin Durant.
That's why. Montrezl Harrell is a role. He's a 6'7" with a 7. I think he has a 7'4" wingspan.
Goddamn.
At 6'7". So he that's crazy and all, but he's a role player. He's not a guy that's gonna come in and he did. Yeah.
Well, he started in the Clippers, but
yeah. No, he didn't. He didn't. He won 6th Man of the Year.
Oh yeah. That's right. He's just a really good role player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Kevin Durant
Kevin Durant was not a never has been a role player, never will be a role player, hasn't thought about being a role player like ever.
When he went to the Warriors, he said he could be a role player, but he just wasn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't, but he said he would be. While he's looking that up, I do want to say real quick. So tragedy happened this week in the sports world. Brody Lee, also known as Luke Harper, died unexpectedly. We just want to say sorry and prayers out to the Brody Lee family. Apparently, it was an underlying lung condition that nobody knew about,
Yeah.
and he passed away at the age of 40 years old. So just rest in peace, Brody Lee, and sorry for the loss to the Brody Lee family.
Yes. That's from all of us.
From all of us here at Underground
Yeah,
Sports.
we don't talk about wrestling much, but when it's a situation like that, it's really nice to bring up that you feel for the family. They didn't know what was going on, and then he was taken from them really, really too soon.
Yes, he
Um,
was.
And just prayers out to his family, and hopefully they can get through this. And you know, 2020 ended pretty badly for that family.
Yeah,
Yes, it did.
but
So you know, let's move
back
on.
to the topic.
Okay, so you know, Austin, I want to ask you something. Do you think it's a worry that, you know, teams that were to everybody was no brainer playoff teams are struggling to start off the season? Denver at 1-4, Houston 1-2. You know, I mean, obviously Houston is different, but Dallas 2-3. You know, so when I'm looking here at the Western Conference, and you know the teams that are under the eighth, who we thought would be playoff teams, is Dallas, you know, Golden State, even Houston, Denver. They're all under, and you got you know, San Antonio up there. You got Utah at 5. You got New Orleans at 4. You got Phoenix at 1. You got Sacramento at 6.
Lakers
You know,
2,
The Lakers are 3.
3.
And the Clippers are 2. They're tied for the same record though. Okay. And then on the eastern side, you got Toronto 13th. You got Miami 11th. You got Washington at the worst team in the East. You know, it's like it up there. You got Milwaukee at 8, Boston at 7, Brooklyn at 6. Your best team in Philadelphia, and then you got Orlando, Indiana, Atlanta, and Cleveland. I'm behind Cleveland because the guy they drafted.
Well, the big thing is it's early. It's really early.
It is early. That's what I was asking. Is it a scare at all?
The only thing that is concerning to me, two things. One, that Denver has only been able to pull off one win. That's very shocking to me. Coming off the Western Conference Finals appearance, and then you only win one of your first 5 games. That's very shocking.
Yes.
They have to figure some stuff out there. And the other one is Washington. With the addition of Russell Westbrook, you just pick up your first win last night.
You would think that they would be 5 and undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, but
yeah, I think it comes down to Scott Brooks should not be an NBA head coach. But we'll skip past that. I'm not gonna dive into that one.
Now hold on.
Also,
I don't think it's that surprising.
I'm never really sold on Dallas. I'm sold on Luka Doncic. I do think Luka Doncic is a very good basketball player.
Yes.
I'm not sold on a lot of pieces in that roster, and especially that they traded away one of the key pieces in Seth Curry. I'm not a big fan of Kristaps. Not a big fan of who they got playing the 5 down there. Is it
Dwight Powell?
Is it Dwight Powell?
Yeah, Dwight Powell.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dwight Powell.
I like the youth. The youth is amazing.
I'm not sold on Dorian Finney-Smith, and I have never been sold on Jalen Brunson either.
Yeah, I like Jalen Brunson.
Team.
Yeah, like
now,
okay.
There's one thing that I want to say about the Wizards, and that is what I always say about every team when you guys talk about something: chemistry. Russell Westbrook just got there,
but no,
but he's still feeling. It's still early.
You must not have watched the videos of training camps. When he walked in the door, they meshed amazing, bro. Like the Wizards
are 1-5,
but practice and games are different.
Bradley Beal is second in the league in points per game.
Yeah, he's balling. But I mean, it's up. But like back on the Nuggets wise, first game of the season against the Kings, you lose in you know, Buddy Hield getting the tip in to win the game.
Damn.
Right.
You know, like it was great.
Shout out Buddy Hield.
It was great defensive play. They got the block.
We've talked so much shit about the Buddy Hield on this podcast. Shout out to Buddy Hield.
No. But this is not Buddy Hield's first game winner in Sacramento. He has a lot. But anyway, so basically, I remember the Kings got a steal. They're running down. The guy got blocked. Buddy Hield caught it and tipped it in with point something left, and it dropped in. He took off running, took his jersey off, and was just running. You know, all excited. And yeah, they won 120. They lost 120. The Nuggets lost 124 to 122. Then, you know, you lose to the Clippers. I mean, a lot of people I got the Clippers beating them. I do. Even though they beat the Clippers in the playoffs, I got them winning. And then they they beat Houston. They beat them 124 to 111. Then they lost to Sacramento again. This time in a 10-point loss, 125 to 110. And then lost another
15-point loss.
No, 125 to 115.
Oh, you said 110.
I meant 115. My fault.
Okay.
And then they lost yesterday to the Suns, 106 to 103.
But the Suns have been balling, so you
Yeah,
can't.
the Suns are hot.
There's two upsets, or there's two losses you can't be upset about, and that's the Clippers and the Suns. The Suns are hot, and when the team's hot, they roll.
Yeah, and they lost to the Kings twice, and the Kings are one of the top.
that's-
The Kings are hot. Like,
yeah.
But,
so,
but I mean, they have two.
there's plenty of time to
We're
turn it
talking
around.
about how the Timberwolves aren't that good. They're not that good. They play them 2 times in a row. They play them tomorrow, and they play them again on Tuesday. Then they got the Mavericks. So
My question is this 10 game this season being 10 games less, is that going to hurt some teams? Because you see there's a lot of times like the 6th, 7th, and 8th seed, it comes down to like the last 2 games, and then like the person that's the 9th seed wins the last 2 and jumps into the playoffs. But since there's 10 less games, do you think that it's going to hurt a lot of teams?
No, because it's I don't, because the play-in tournament.
Okay.
I think so, but this is the reason why I think it's going to hurt a lot of teams. If you look at like a team like Denver, they're not starting out hot, but obviously they don't have the last 10 at the back end to pick up steam or anything. But also, there's a lot, because they have to squeeze so many games in a short amount of time. There's a lot of back-to-backs in this season.
Yeah, there
And when
is.
you start off slow and you don't have that big of a record, it's going to be hard to sit some of your star players, because some of these games, these back-to-backs are going to be both must-win games to make the playoffs. So they're going to have to kick it into gear, or Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are going to have to play a lot more games than they thought they were going to have to play this year, which then could hurt them come playoff time.
Yeah, I will 100% get that. But my thing is, there's a play-in tournament. So even if they do come in at the 10th seed, if the Nuggets are the 10th, and I still see they'll be able to win their way into the playoffs. I do.
Mm-hmm.
They will. They're a good team. We know what they do when the fire's hot. When it's that time, we know what they do. So if they come in at 9 or 10, they're gonna get in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So now if there wasn't a play-in tournament, then yeah, obviously it doesn't matter how good they are when the fire's hot. They're automatically gonna get burned because of the fact you have to be 8.
This is all sports in general. I've been seeing not a lot. It's really not a lot. Maybe like 5 or 6 tweets on my Twitter account that are saying that people are saying that every sports player should get the COVID vaccine. To get our seasons back normal, and they say that every professional sports player should get the vaccine.
But majority of people don't want it.
Right. So, do you agree with them getting the vaccine and not having to worry about getting COVID?
No, I think, but
to get the situation back to basically trying to get it back to normal, as close to the normal as possible is what the fans are trying to say.
Okay, so my opinion on it. If you want it, you get it. If you don't want it, you don't get it. Because I know a lot of people don't want it. Some people want it. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they forced everybody to. If people were okay with it. But I don't believe force people to do anything they don't want to do.
Which the owners, the owners could make them force them. Like for example, Marquise Goodwin for the Eagles, the receiver. He sat out last year because of COVID. If COVID's still coming around, hopefully knock on wood it's not, this season, if COVID's still around, could you see the Eagles owner going, just you get the vaccine or we're cutting you?
Yeah.
And so you can play. Could this be a tipping scale for owners now to, basically if you don't want to play this season, you're forced to get the vaccine because they need you to play?
Right, yeah. I could see that happening because a lot of crazier stuff has happened, but I don't agree with something like that. Like Jeffrey was saying, if you don't want it, you don't get it. If you want it, you get it. It's kind of where I stand on that whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I agree with you guys, but I feel like it could be a leverage for owners now because, like I said, it's really
that
small
would be
talks.
wrong if they did that.
Wait about that. You telling LeBron that?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
That,
Are you telling
right,
Tom Brady,
but,
if you
not
don't get
everybody's
the vaccine,
LeBron.
you ain't
Right,
playing?
no. Okay. You telling Jalen Hurts that?
Potentially.
No.
Me as the owner? Fuck no, I'm not telling them anything.
No.
But, I'm saying the Eagles owner has done a lot more
you think
dumb
the
shit.
Chiefs owner's going to tell Pat Mahomes that if you don't get the vaccine, he ain't playing?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You gotta think about that. Like,
I know, but I'm saying that's not every player though. There is some players that are fighting for the job where they're like, get the vaccine or you're gone, and it's like, well, fuck, now I gotta get it.
right.
Right.
I'm saying it could be used for owners as leverage to those players, not every player, but to those players and I just, like you said, Austin, a lot of crazier stuff's happened in the NFL, and I just, it's kind of messing with my nerves a little bit because it's like, damn, that really could happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, it's really small talks. Nothing like majors came out about it. But I have seen it here and there, so I did want to bring it up and see what you guys thought on it. With the vaccine coming out, they could, or even like Roger Goodell. What if he passes a rule that makes everybody get the vaccine? Because then now Patrick Mahomes has to get it, and everybody. Because if they don't, they can't play in the NFL.
Right.
Because that's the commissioner. Even the NBA commissioner. I can't think of his name. What is it?
Adam
Silver.
Adam Silver. What if he passes it? So LeBron does have to get it.
Right.
It could be the commissioner passing it and saying if you don't get it, you can't play.
Yeah.
So the owners might not say it, but there's the commissioner. Roger Goodell is hated by many because he does questionable things.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. So I mean, so Philadelphia is the number 1 team in the East right now.
Right.
And Austin was saying for them to be, really good and James Harden to be a great pick for them. But to me, they're rolling.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. Like I said, I would like Ben Simmons there better because if Ben Simmons was on that team in the playoffs, they wouldn't have lost. I'm being real. That's why they lost. It's because they didn't have the defensive minded of Ben Simmons. They didn't have the rebound from Ben Simmons. They didn't have the assist from Ben Simmons. They didn't have the
mismatch.
Yeah. They didn't.
The entire
you
mismatch.
don't. Ben Simmons brings so much to that team that you don't have.
Right.
It's like
there's so many mismatches because he's playing the one at 6'9", right?
6'10".
6'10".
They put a small forward on him. Now it's
a speed match because Ben Simmons is faster than any three.
And also with that point guard is about to go guard a taller shooting guard because they don't have nobody really short. I mean, it'd be Danny Green, which
Danny Green's still like 6'6",
right.
6'8".
So yeah, it's a mismatch.
For sure.
Philadelphia is just a big team.
It really is, and it's showing that big teams work. We saw that small ball doesn't work. Big ball's working.
It does. It definitely does. And it's been like that in basketball. College basketball is moving in a direction that I love. In NBA, they're trying. Positionless basketball is the best basketball. If you can play positionless, you're gonna win. If your center can play like your shooting guard
instead of it being point guard, shooting guard, small forward, center, it's
just 5 players.
Yeah, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you just got 5 guys out there who can do that's college basketball. That if you look at college basketball, your 6'9" center can bring the ball up the court. He can pass the ball. He can shoot it like Curry. And all 5 of the guys that you can run a 5 and out.
Yeah.
And do pass and screen away, pass and backdoor cut. You could do stuff like that,
right.
And that's what college basketball teams do. That's why they have to run so many zones and stuff like that because it's so tough. But then when you get to the league, it's more one-on-one ball than it is team ball.
Yeah.
And that's why the teams that play like teams will forever be the best teams in the league. The Warriors did it for years. They played that. That's what made them look so good because they had team ball. Curry right now by himself is not doing too great. He's balling. He's not doing the best because of the fact that he's a team player, and when his team is kind of iffy, they're not looking too good. So
they could be iffy for a long time because it's talks that Klay's almost out the door.
Right, but I mean,
you said Klay's almost out the door in Golden State.
Well,
there's talks.
Yeah. I mean, Warriors fans don't. I mean,
Warriors fans say no, but there is talks that Klay is almost out the door.
Yeah, because with all the injuries, do
you want to re-sign a guy that's been hurt for 3 years in a row?
I mean, I would.
Honestly?
I would, but because of the fact of what he brings.
If you look at Kevin Durant had the same injury that Klay Thompson's going through, and it doesn't look like it's phasing Kevin. Maybe Klay, and the style that Klay has is just catch and shoot. He doesn't, his Achilles, he's not an athletic.
But it's not like, okay, yeah.
He doesn't rely on
he just hurt his Achilles, but he just came off ACL injury too.
Right. In the same leg, right?
Yeah.
In the same leg.
That's very true.
So
that's scary.
It's tough.
And he's getting older.
Yeah.
And he's getting older.
Stephen Curry is the oldest guy on the Warriors right now.
All right, so switching topics a little bit. So I looked on ESPN.com today, and it said one of the guys wrote on there that they have Trae Young as the early MVP frontrunner.
Yeah, I did.
What do you guys think about that?
I kind of smile at it because somebody that's not really been in MVP talks before is in MVP talks because I feel like basketball is kind of repetitive with MVPs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see a fresh face, a new face, but I feel like it's a little early.
No. I mean, if you want to be honest, the only reason basketball is repetitive, and the only reason you have Trae Young in the league as long as LeBron and KD and Kawhi, then he would be in the talks a lot. You know, he is what he does, what he brings to that Atlanta team. How many game winners has he hit? A lot. How many times has he shot from the logo like it was a free throw? A lot. Like
How many times he done this? A lot.
He's a really good basketball player, really good point guard. That team feeds off of him. He makes other guys better, as in Kevin Huerter. I mean, a lot of people did not have that young man being even a half decent NBA player. He's a starter. I'm pretty sure it was like in the first half, he was 6 for 6 for 15 points the other night.
Damn.
So it's like, and I think he went to like Maryland. I'm pretty sure in college. So
Maryland.
I'm like nobody had that young man being half decent in the NBA, and he's looking really good. I mean, look at if you look at the duo for years, you know, everybody said John Collins and Trae Young. In my opinion, he made John Collins. The lobs, the screen and roll, the screen and pop, you know, and you have Big O, Onyeka Okongwu, you got Clint Capella. He's learning from Rajon Rondo right now. He has another wing of Bogdan.
Bogdan.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich.
Yep, he got him. So I like Atlanta's team. I think. And also, we know we have learned this. The MVP has a lot to do with winning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, and yeah, like if your team has a really good record and you're the reason for it, you're winning. You know that's why we have a 2-time MVP and Giannis.
Well,
Milwaukee has had the best record in the NBA for 3 years in a row now. He's got the MVP
speaking of
2
Milwaukee,
times.
and just a little bit there. They were talking about. I read an article talking about the James Harden situation and teams that James Harden should be traded to, teams that have been asking about James Harden. One of the teams that popped up that inquired about James Harden from Houston was Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But the general manager and owner ran that decision by Giannis, and after talking to Giannis, they decided to not pursue James Harden.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know why. Because I heard talks. No, it had nothing to do about James Harden.
Oh.
I heard talks of who they were offering for him. I heard they were willing to get rid of Chris Middleton for James Harden.
Oh wow.
That's Giannis' best friend. Like when Giannis was Giannis versus LeBron and team captain picking for the All-Star game, he picked Chris Middleton first.
Right.
And everybody on the board in the NBA was All-Star. You take Chris Middleton first. Because that's your teammate. And that's his best friend. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would be the same way. You know, if that's like me playing football with my brother and they're saying, okay, yeah, we're going to bring in the number 1 player in the country. But your brother, no, I'm good. I'll take my brother.
Yeah,
we're doing just fine. We're doing just fine.
Yeah.
You know, you don't got to mess it up.
I think Shaquille had like multiple D1 offers, but UCF was the only one to offer Shaquille and Shaquem, so they both went to UCF.
Right. That's how. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. Loyalty is key in these sports, and in Milwaukee they've had the best record in the NBA because they play as a team. But here's the thing, they're very easy to beat, in my opinion, if you stop Giannis. If you game plan Giannis, you stop him. Which when do teams have the most time to game plan?
Playoffs.
The playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You're not game planning that hard in regular season.
Yeah.
You know, you're not game planning that hard in one game.
Yeah, in the playoffs, you the least amount you'll play one team is 4 games.
Right. So yeah, I mean, hey, it is. I mean, but.
And there's barely any time to practice for real in season, so you really can't game plan against teams. You just go in that night and you're like, all right, let's try to stop Giannis.
Yeah.
And then in the playoffs, you actually, you're focused on one team. You're like, all right, look, this is the team we're playing right now. Giannis.
Yeah.
Let's start running some drills. Let's do this. Giannis. Like, that's why, like you said, there's more time to game plan because there's more practices in the playoffs.
And I mean, if you guys want to be honest, if Miami.
Be honest.
Not funny, but yeah, you want to be honest. But if Miami wouldn't have played Milwaukee, like, then, yeah, if Miami would have got knocked out or something, Milwaukee would have probably been in the finals. Because
and back to the Harden trade, Jeffrey. You said that they were offering up Chris Middleton. Would you have taken Harden for Chris Middleton?
hell no.
You wouldn't take that trade.
Never in a million years. Chris Middleton plays way better defense than James Harden. And Chris Middleton is an amazing three-point shooter. And you don't have to give him the ball and let him take 20 out of the 24 seconds of the shot clock
Don't
to
they
make the
play
play.
different positions too?
No, they're both.
Yes and no.
They're both okay. So here's my thing. Chris Middleton is a 2, but Milwaukee goes big. They try to be big. They put him at the 3 and Giannis at the 4 when they want to be big. But not to. But at the same time, sometimes they do. They like. But also, you wanna know something that is crazy to me? Milwaukee's going small this season. They're running Bobby Portis at the 5.
Wow.
I like Bobby Portis.
I do too. I love Bobby
Giannis
Portis.
is
That's
their
my
main
guy.
paint player.
No, he's guarding. They have him. He's out there guarding ball and stuff. Like he's not just guarding centers. Bobby Portis is guarding centers. That's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't make no sense. Bobby Portis, he's a center though. I mean, he played center in New York, but to me, he's a 4.
And Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago, he's a 4. But hey, they got him playing a 5. But Brooke is still the guy.
And if you look at
But
it,
they lost
Bobby
Robin
Portis-
Lopez. They lost. They had both Lopez brothers. You lost the other one. They brought in Bobby. That's the only other center. Cause DJ Wilson, if you want to be honest, he played shooting guard and he played shooting guard all in high school. Went to college, played small forward, and now he's in the league and they got him. He'll never be a center. He's 6'10", but you can't put him down there. You can't because
He's never played it.
Yeah, he's never been bang in the paint in his life.
Right.
So that's why. And because of that, he looks stupid a lot because he's guarding Chris Paul and getting a snatchback. He's in the nearest front row, and then he's
Coach, I just wanted some water.
it's tough. It's tough for Milwaukee, but they're doing their thing with Giannis. Giannis is still an amazing player. But yeah, I want to take James Harden, but it's just because they weren't offering James Harden and Chris Middleton up front. I'm pretty sure they were throwing in other players. I think DJ Augustine was in it. And then it was another player, but
Do you guys think that James Harden's gonna get traded, or do you think he's just gonna have to?
I think
tough
there's
it
too
out
much.
with
I think
Houston
they're
this year?
asking too much for James Harden, so I think James Harden is going to be in Houston until his contract's up.
yeah, me too.
They're asking too much for teams to bite.
Yeah, because with the Miami want
Because-
they want to keep Tyler. They love Duncan Robinson, so they want to keep him. They're not giving up
Bam.
Jimmy. They're not giving up Jimmy. They're not giving up Bam. You know what I mean? The only player who I promise you, if they wait too long into the season, they're not gonna give up Precious. They're not gonna give up Achua. They're not giving up him. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably have to give him like Miles Leonard, Dragic.
And
Yeah.
You're
every
not
pick
taking
they
that.
have.
Houston is
Right.
not taking that.
Yeah.
They won't even
Right.
think about it. They're gonna look. They're gonna look at the offer and laugh, and then just rip it up and throw it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's why.
Because isn't James Harden still playing pretty good?
Right, but I've said this
Yeah.
is why I've said this at the beginning. I said the only trade partner that makes sense for both sides would be Philly, and that's only if Philly wants to pull the trigger on the deal.
But
And
they're in love with
still,
Ben
to
Simmons,
me-
bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Right.
thing. Like
But still,
it's
to
so
me, I
weird
would
to think
take
about.
James Harden over Ben Simmons. I still think that would be a good trade for both sides, but I think that's the only trade that makes sense for both teams. Like if you trade away Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo for the Heat, that's going to hurt your franchise for the future because James Harden's like 31, 30, somewhere in that area, and Bam is a lot younger.
Yeah, but like my thing is that like
Tyler Hero's a lot younger. If you're trading to Milwaukee, you're gonna have to trade away a lot. If you're trading to Brooklyn, you're gonna have to give up Kyrie or KD, and that's not gonna happen. The only trade partner that makes sense is Philly. It's just does
But-
Philly want to do that?
no, if I was Philly, I would never, bro. That's not even Philly. I bet Philly's not even thinking about it because they're the best team in the East right now, and you can't play team basketball with James Harden. You
Right,
can't.
that's
You
facts.
never will.
That's facts.
Bro, Doc Rivers is a team basketball coach. He is. When with the Clipper team he just
But
had,
they're also
that was
talking
team
about
basketball.
Toronto, but who would you give up in Toronto? If you're Houston, what players would you take from that Toronto team?
Okay,
Van
Van.
Vliet.
Okay, hear my thing. Hear my thing. No,
Lead over James Harden.
no. Hear my thing. No, well, he's not talking about up front. there's only one player that they're never in a million years are going to give up for James Harden. It's one player.
Pascal Siakam.
That's Pascal. Kyle, if they might give up Kyle, they might. I think they'll give Kyle before they'll give OG.
Yeah, because Kyle's like 32.
Right. So OG Anunoby, the small forward, he hit what 2 game-winning shots in the playoffs for Toronto.
Oh, shit.
Right,
As
and
a
they
young
just
player?
signed Van Vliet to like a 5-year extension.
Right. So I mean, I see Kyle going first. I see they'll offer up Kyle. They'll probably give up probably like Aaron Baines because they got Boogie Cousins, but they don't got no really paint dominant center. So I see Baines probably going. Probably like.
But then it's got to be with those two players. It has to be either Van Vliet or Pascal. On top of that,
Right.
to make that deal interesting for Houston.
But
Or they're
if
just gonna
you
laugh
want to
it
be
off.
honest, if they're giving Kyle and Van Vliet and Aaron Baines, Houston's not taking that, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
They're
taking that
asking
either,
for
yeah.
2. Like they want him out so bad, but they're still asking for 2 damn much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
I
not.
think
To
coming
me,
up
that
with-
don't make
They
sense
take
because like
Toronto. I think they would decline any offer Toronto gives them except one with Pascal in it. Then they might have a shot.
right, but yeah, we all know they're not giving up Pascal. But
Right, and they're not giving up. Right, exactly.
but here's my thing right here. Houston wouldn't even took the trade that Pelicans took for Anthony Davis. They wouldn't even took that.
Right.
The Josh Hart, the Lonzo, and Brandon Ingram. Because this isn't. Remember, Brandon Ingram he wasn't an All-Star yet.
Right.
he was just a solid young player, same as Lonzo, and Josh Hart was just a backup shooter. Houston wouldn't have took that for James Harden. And Pelicans did for Anthony Davis. In my opinion, I'll take Anthony Davis over James Harden because you can play team basketball with him.
I think it's gonna. One of two things is gonna happen. One, some team's gonna be idiotic and make a bad move and give up a great player and really hurt that team. Or 2, they're just gonna wait, and then all of a sudden, James Harden's gonna get traded to a team for like 2 draft picks, and that's it. And that's gonna be the deal because they can't get anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they're gonna be
yeah.
all like, "Look at all these offers that they were offered for James Harden. They said no to all of them, but then they traded him for 2 first-round draft picks, and that's it." And it's gonna be like, "Well, it's because they were fucking idiots. They're not gonna get that asking
Yeah.
price."
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, like they're asking for too much. But also, honestly, Mike D'Antoni, James Harden is making him. I'm pretty sure if they get rid of James Harden, Mike D'Antoni might be next out the door because his offense. The reason why his offense is looking so good and stuff like that, he's offensive coach to cut James Harden. Look at the sets they've ran for James Harden. They run 5 out. They run 5 and out. James Harden ISOs.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mike D'Antoni got fired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he's out of there, right? Because
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn right now.
yeah, when it got hot on James Harden, it got hot on him too. Because that's all he is. Like he was the only person hot on James Harden. Well, obviously they all were, but their whole team was because of James Harden. Okay,
Right.
but I gotta ask you guys this: how do you guys feel about Jason Tatum still growing? He went from 6'8" to 6'10". He's 6'10" now. He grew.
That's crazy, man.
That is insane.
Like he's
Yeah.
still growing. At what birthday? He's 23 years old,
Yeah.
and he's still growing.
Yeah, they say you don't stop growing until you're 25. So
But yeah, if we're talking about growing, nothing is crazier than David Robinson going from 5'9" as a junior in high school to 7'1" as a sophomore in college.
damn.
That is one of the craziest things in history.
God damn.
But I mean, yeah, we're talking about Brooklyn. Yeah.
Well, or Anthony
Anthony
Davis.
Davis,
Yeah,
yeah.
growing like 10 inches from his junior to senior year in high school.
yeah, that
He
was
went
crazy.
from like
You got,
6 foot to 6'10".
Or you got Bulls, Dynasty, Pistons, Bad Boy, crazy guy, Kim Jong Il. What's his name? Come on, I'm
Dennis
drawing a
Rodman?
blank. Yeah, thank you, Dennis Rodman. He was like what, 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, and then his sophomore year of college, he grew 7 inches to 6'7".
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about the Nets. Yeah, they lost a lot of depth, but you're not beating a team whose 2 stars are putting up, KD putting up 33, 11, and 8, and then you got Kyrie 25 and 6 assists. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
if they're doing that, they're going to be hard to beat regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's my thing that I want to talk about. My guy Austin called something that I agree with, but I went too high on. When he said he loved Tyrese Halliburton, I was like, he gonna be all right. he is really good at 3-point shooting, especially. At 3-point shooting, especially. But I think he'll be even better if he was more included. But because he's behind Buddy and De'Aaron Fox, he kind of has to, swing in a little. He's not getting what he wants or what we want him to get. But he posted on Twitter saying they said the jumper won't translate with laughing emojis. Bro, he is a sniper, bro. He is shooting. He's averaging 10.5 points a game and 50% 3-point shooting.
Damn.
Like, he
That's
is
funny,
shooting the basketball very well right now.
I don't know. I've never been sold on Buddy Hield, and I feel like that it's time for them to move on from that. And what if Sacramento puts together a package like Buddy Hield, okay? Maybe what's that big man down there? Marvin Bagley.
But
And
also they got they also got Harrison Barnes to give up. I'm not Harrison Barnes. No, Hassan and Hassan Whiteside.
You take this deal, Jeffrey. Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Marvin Bagley III, 2 first-round draft picks to Houston for James Harden.
Well, hold on, wait. Say that one more time.
I said Harrison Barnes,
okay,
Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley III, 2 first-round draft picks traded to Houston. You get James Harden in return.
Okay, if I was Houston, yeah, but I wouldn't do that if I was Sacramento.
Why not?
Because you're getting
De'Aaron Fox, James Harden on as your guard duo.
But who else do you have? That's your whole entire team. We know James Harden can't do it, bro. James Harden had Chris Paul next to him, and they couldn't do anything.
But
he had Russell Westbrook next to him.
You got what's his name? Portland, Miami. Come on.
Hassan Whiteside.
Hassan Whiteside, yeah.
All he's good for is rim protecting. That's all he's good for now.
Hold on.
He's washed offensively, in my opinion.
Let me see what their roster looks like. So you got, so Hassan Whiteside would be there. You got Richaun Holmes, Jabari Parker, still there. You'd have Glenn Robinson III still there.
Bro,
that Bezlika. I can't pronounce his name.
But they're not. They're not competing in the West with that. I think to me they have a better chance of what they're doing now than they will with James Harden.
Like if they went like De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden,
that's too small.
Bezlika dude, and then Hassan Whiteside, that wouldn't compete in the West.
It might make the playoffs, but they're not doing that in playoffs. No, like I'm saying, like that's very small. Like that's very, very small.
And we've just seen how much small ball hasn't worked. Look at Houston.
Yeah, and James Harden was on that team.
James Harden on that small ball team.
I'm just trying to think of packages for James.
This what I do. Right now, you offer me Buddy, Harrison Barnes, and Hassan Whiteside, and 2 future first round picks, unprotected. You got it. And it's smart for both, in my opinion, because Houston is getting Harrison Barnes. He's older.
Can you imagine James Harden in Sacramento though?
That'd
be so ugly.
Ain't he from LA? I mean, he's from Cali.
Sure.
No, he's from California.
He went to Arizona State.
I'm pretty sure he's from California.
He's from California. I think he's from Compton, actually.
Yeah, I know he's from California, so it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I think he's from.
It wouldn't be that bad, but in a Sacramento jersey it would be ugly. But
Bellflower, Cali.
Yeah, okay, right. So he's from Cali, but here's my thing though. To me, that's so much, bro. That's a good team. You don't give up Marvin, so you still got Marvin Bagley. You gave up Hassan, but you gave up Marvin. You still got Richard Holmes coming with the bench. You got you still got De'Aaron. You got Tyrese. You got James Harden. You got Jabari Parker. You're not giving up as much.
Glenn Robinson III.
Right. And I mean, hey, I think them keep Marvin Bagley will be the best way.
Yeah, that would just be such a weird deal. And on top of that, seeing James Harden in a Sacramento Kings uniform would just be weird, man.
Yeah.
That would just be so weird to look at.
No, but you know a team that like I'm so like I look at them, I want them to win, but they're not because like they can't do any trades with what they got, and like they can't sign no big free agent.
Who?
Utah.
Ooh.
Because like them taking James Harden, Donovan Mitchell. That would be.
They gave Rudy Gobert the most money ever in a big man history.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Defense.
No.
Defense.
No, but hear about he hasn't won defense. He won one. I'm pretty sure he won one defensive player of the year. So for him to be,
it was only one.
yeah. So for him to be amazing defensively, he's won
that's
one.
Right.
That's
And
one
that's
more
just
than everybody else on that team.
Man, like you
Right.
could have saved that money
Right? No.
and gave it
But
to
my-
another superstar to help Donovan.
You know what's crazy? It's not like he walked in there and requested that.
Yeah. No.
Right.
He didn't. That
No.
was given.
Yeah.
I mean, but would you say no?
On
Hey,
top of that,
Merry
you have
Christmas.
Mike Conley
Shit.
there. Mike Conley.
Would you say no to that?
getting paid a lot
Austin,
of
would you
money.
say no to that contract?
No, hell no.
Bro. When
Yeah,
you're-
he didn't ask for that at all. They was just like, "Hey, we'll give you this," and he was like,
when your second
Pen.
best scorer
"Need a
is
pen."
Jordan Clarkson, bro, it's tough.
Not just that, but
Like Jordan Clarkson,
Mike
he's a dog.
Conley
It's just
is
like,
owed $26.5 million.
yeah,
But he's on the last year of his contract.
yeah,
So if you don't pay, Gobert like
Yeah,
more
you might have
money
a max
than,
deal.
double than what he's worth, and then you let Mike Conley walk next year, you have enough cap freed up to maybe get a big name superstar that's looking for a new place to
My
play.
but
my thing on Mike Conley-
but once
handicap
again,
yourself.
but once again, Austin, when you have a like you know what I mean, like I would take Dallas. I would rather go to Dallas. I would rather go to Miami. You know, like over Utah.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I definitely would see that. And the only argument that I would have against that would be like the tradition of Utah. You got Karl Malone, you got John Stockton. They made the finals in the '90s. You had
But also,
Adrian Dantley back in the '80s. Like they have.
Did you hear what LeBron said about LA?
Maybe,
Did you?
maybe you can kind of swing that for a basketball guy that's like grew up as a super fan of basketball. Maybe. I'm not saying they would, but there's a chance.
Yeah,
But
I can see it.
you kind of threw it all away if you can't offer him that kind of money in the first place.
They're
Yeah,
one of
but
the
like-
only teams to show up on Undercover Boss.
No, but I'm like, no, but I'm like, my thing is that like, LeBron said he picked the Lakers because the scenery, living in LA. He said he wanted his kids
Right.
to grow up
right,
in LA. He wanted them to go to schools in LA.
Right.
So
I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like
90% of the time,
you're going
90%
against
of the
Miami,
time,
Florida,
like,
who
the
who
three
has
teams
money
you
to
just named.
give. Miami has a
three
lot of
teams
money
you
to
just
give.
named.
So
Right. The three teams you just named: Dallas, Utah, and Miami. 90% of the time, other players are gonna pick Dallas or Miami. I'm saying maybe that 1%, that 10%.
Yeah.
You know, like you're gonna get the guy that's like, oh man, you know that tradition in Utah. I want to go play there. Or,
But look-
or maybe him and Donovan are really close. You know, what I mean, they're really good boys. But when you can't pay him that kind of money, you kind of fuck yourself in the first place.
yeah, but no, but here's my thing. Like I said, they're in a rough situation. They're not in any type of chance of signing any big free agent. Okay,
Mhm.
they're not a horrible team, so they're not in any chance to get an amazing rookie. You know
They're
what I
in
mean?
the worst position to be as an NBA franchise.
That's
The
what
worst-
that's
I
what I'm
always
trying to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm
say-
saying
I always say
they don't have the players to go trade for a superstar either. Like you're not okay. They're not giving up Rudy or Donovan. So you're
The
not
worst
taking Bogdan. You're not taking Joe Ingles. You're not taking Mike Conley. You're not taking Jordan Clarkson. You're not taking none of those guys for James Harden, for LeBron, and for
Right.
Anthony Davis, for Kevin Durant, Kyrie. You're just not. You're not even
But
taking
I
those
always
for
say- I
Spencer
always tell
Dinwiddie.
people, the worst position to be as an NBA franchise
He's mediocre.
is from the 5th seed to about the 10th or 11th seed because you're not good enough to win a ring and you're not bad enough to get a high draft pick.
10 or
You're kind of
11, 10 or
stuck.
11 is actually good. 10 and 11 is actually good because you're still in the lottery range. And
Right, but you're
it
not.
was-
You have a very, very small percentage of getting the a top 3 pick. Very small percentage.
no, but if you want to
So
be
you're
honest,
kinda
like
in a bad spot.
top threes haven't even been that amazing in the NBA.
Well,
They're-
true, but I'm
you
saying-
know what I mean? Like
I'm-
top threes
yeah.
aren't amazing. Like
But history shows if you're not a top 4 team in your conference, you don't have a chance to win the finals. And then history also shows that if you're not a very bad team, you're not going to get the number 1 picks or like
Yeah.
a top 3 pick, top 5 pick. So you're kind of stuck where you're getting a mediocre player, and it's not really going to benefit you, and it's not
Yeah.
going to set you over that hill.
here's my
to
thing:
get to
the
finals.
worst position to be in the NBA is like I'm not gonna go as far as 10 or 11, but definitely 9 through 5. 9 through 5 is horrible.
Mhm.
That's the absolute worst
Mhm.
ever. Like because like you said, you do not have a chance to win anything. You don't have the chance to
Get a high draft pick.
yeah, but I mean, Utah is in the worst because they don't even have a chance to sign anybody because of where they
Right.
are. and who they
Right.
have. Okay.
Like if you look at the free agents coming up, let me go look at the 2021 free agents.
Y'all look on it with you. But here's my thing too. Like I don't know. It's all really just tough. Like it's all tough. It's just tough for them because
So like Chris Paul is a free agent. Maybe there's a very, very small percentage that you could get Chris Paul.
he wasn't going to use.
I'm looking at this. Maybe a DeMar DeRozan, but I don't think DeMar DeRozan puts them in the championship contender.
No.
And then every other name I'm looking at doesn't look like they would be enough to either even go there or make them a title contender. Because maybe you can swing at Chris Paul. There's a very small percentage, but I could see Chris Paul thinking, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, I come in, be the point guard. Maybe he likes that kind of situation. But other than that, I don't see any other player in the free agency pool next year that can make a difference that Utah can actually sign.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't even think, even with the addition of Chris Paul, I don't think that puts them in the NBA Finals anyways.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're in one of those spots.
Yep.
Where it's just tough because you don't have the money to sign anybody really. You don't have the pieces to trade for anybody really. You're not in a position to win a championship. You're not. You're not
have to bank on being able to draft Donovan Mitchell 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's not projected to be good in the NBA, but then he turns out to be really good in the NBA. That's your only chance.
You know what's crazy? You know what the wild part is? On the mock drafts I was looking at before, they have Patrick Williams going to Utah at their pick.
Wow.
And he jumped all the way to 4th.
Damn.
And did you hear about him, De'Aaron? He was a 6th man in college, and he was the 4th pick.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
He didn't even start at his college and went number 4.
What was he doing?
He could shoot the 3. He could shoot, but also I mean it's like I don't know if you noticed, but Florida State basketball, they're like if you're a senior, you're gonna start. It's rare. Mm-hmm. But Scotty Barnes, he's changing that as a rookie. He coming in right now. He's balling right now.
Freshman.
Well, that's still not the biggest shocker. The biggest shocker in NBA history was Anthony Bennett.
No, yeah, I know. I'm talking about from this draft. You're talking about how Anthony Bennett was a bust. You know what you're talking about?
What?
You talking about how he was a bust? I'm talking about like just head scratching picks was that
right?
6
That's
man,
what I'm saying.
6 man
what
to 4th
draft
pick.
Is that? Hold on, let me see. Keep going.
But yeah, that's insane. But I mean, I get it because the seniors are there the longest.
Yeah.
They put all the time in.
No, but like I was saying, Scotty Barnes, he's gonna be one of that.
Victor Oladipo went number 2. Like that's all you guys say right there. Imagine Victor Oladipo in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Giannis went 15th in that draft. Imagine if Cleveland would have took Giannis with then having LeBron.
No, it's tough because I remember they drafted Colin Sexton and like everybody was saying LeBron left because they took Colin Sexton. Because that was right before LeBron was saying like I'm going to LA and there was like in the reporter she was like, Colin, what do you have to say with LeBron to stay? He was like, come on man, we can ball out, stay, all that. But these people don't get it. Colin Sexton, Austin, if you watched him in high school, that would be your favorite basketball player in the NBA right now. I promise you. Look, this is what he used to do, Austin. Look, like basically, he was the best free throw shooter in college. High school. Like I swear, I think he had the record of his high school for free throws made in a row and stuff like that. Like he did miss free throws.
Wow.
Right, and but here's the thing, like when he would shoot the free throw. It got to the point where his teammates didn't even go in to box out try to get the rebound. All 4 teammates were at half court while he was shooting his free throws. And after the first one, he'll go up and he'll high five the air, like his teammates were right there. Cause you know how after you make a free throw, you go high five. So yeah, like thinking he had a serious, like he was serious, like he wasn't laughing. He'd walk up serious face, put his hand like he got 2 high fives, walk back, get the ball. And also he didn't take no dribbles. Like he got the ball, he squatted, and he stared at the ball and just breathed like. And it shot it wet and went down the court. Every single free throw. Like I'm trying to say, and also like his intensity, he was going at you. He wasn't talking too much. He was one of the best basketball players in high school. But he went to Bama.
There's what's the coach in Bama? He's a really good basketball coach.
No. Bama basketball is great. But no, this is what I'm saying. And the crazy part is there was so many ejections.
It's Avery it's Nate.
I'm pretty sure he won.
Avery Johnson. Oh, he got fired. Oh, damn.
Hold on. I gotta check this real quick. I gotta check one fact real quick.
But
That's
I was
crazy,
thinking
though.
of Avery Johnson, but he got fired, so he's no longer the head coach there.
That's insane. If you don't miss free throws, that's really that.
Yeah, I
that's
mean, it's
good
a
stat.
technical thing that a lot of people don't work on anymore. Free throws is kind of like not put on the front burner like it used to be. And free throws, I mean, it's the most important play in basketball. You get fouled, that's 2 free points that you can put, or sometimes 3. I mean, sometimes 1. It's just free points. Nobody's defending you, and you get a chance to put your team in a better position no matter where they're at.
Exactly.
If you make them.
Exactly.
You know, it's a really important shot. And like one of the greatest players of all time's always struggled with something like that, and you would think not. Like LeBron, he's only shot like 73% from free throw.
Yeah.
You know, and it's free points. It's a very important part of the game.
Right.
No, but here's another thing. When College Station was in high school, when they played against Minnesota with so many ejections, they played 3-on-5.
Oh, shit.
Alabama, there was 3 players on Alabama's court versus 5, and College Station dropped 40.
Damn.
And he dropped 40.
40,
Damn,
bro.
all right. That's nice. I like Colin Sexton. I do. I think he's a really good player. I like
And no, here's the thing,
I
bro,
don't believe
They were
in
down. They were
Cleveland.
down 15 when it was 5-on-5. It was 3-on-5. They came back and lost by 5.
Right. I just don't believe in Cleveland. Like, what did Cleveland do in the offseason?
Oh,
What did they do? They got rid of one of their better players on their roster. They just let him go.
Wait, who?
Tristan Thompson.
Hell no. Andre Drummond is way
I'm
better
saying,
than him.
For that roster, I'm saying out of the Cleveland
Tristan
roster,
Thompson is trash, bro. He's always been
I'm
trash.
not saying.
Bro,
If
he's
you looked at Cleveland. No, listen. If you looked at Cleveland's roster, right, he was a starter. He was one of their better players on the team, and they didn't even give him
what
a
team?
shot. They just let him go,
Cleveland
and they
Cavaliers.
didn't sign
When?
anybody to replace him.
When was he ever a top player? He's butt. Like, bro,
he was their starting.
bro,
center.
he
was
wasn't
one
even,
of their better players.
bro. When they won it,
Cleveland was bad last year.
no. Here's my thing. Here's my thing right here. Here's my thing. Back when he won a championship, he wasn't even the top 5 player on the team. Like, it was the big 3,
Right, but that was when the team was good. I'm talking about
bro.
when the team was bad.
A guy who drinks Hennessy before basketball games was in the top 4 before Tristan Thompson on that team. Like, Andre Drummond is way better than him. I'll take Larry Nance Jr. over
I
him.
completely fucking forgot about Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond's better than
I
him.
completely forgot about Andre Drummond.
Larry Nance Jr. is
That's what I
still
just
good.
said. Yeah,
Larry
you're
Nance Jr. is good. Kevin Love is still there. They got the best defensive rookie in the draft.
You're right. I forgot.
They got a
about
solid
Andre Drummond.
backcourt. They got Dante Exum, who is Michael Carter Williams, all on steroids on defense. Tall point guard who can lock up, and also has
you're right, you're right.
the
I
best jump
completely
shot on
forgot
NBA
about
2K.
Andre Drummond. I don't know why. I like Andre Drummond. I completely forgot.
Yeah,
about him.
like come on, like bro, they let go a 6'9" center with 6'9" wingspan go. Wow.
I just don't think I'm not sold on Dan Gilbert. I don't think Dan Gilbert cares if he wants to win or not. He doesn't care. Like, look at the shit what he said with LeBron. You're telling me you're trying to get LeBron James to re-sign with you, but you're talking shit about him on the internet. It's like, come on, like his business strategy doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I like the Cavs, like I do.
I like the players on the Cavs. I just don't like the owner of the Cavs.
No, I get that, but like, yeah, I still see the Cavs. They're not the worst team in the East. They're not.
No,
by far
no.
not.
I
I mean,
think
right
so.
now they're better. They're better than a lot of teams in the East.
Yeah.
If the playoffs started right now, the Cavs would be in the playoffs.
Right.
Like,
That'd be a short season though.
yeah, I know. I'm saying, like Cleveland has a better record than Brooklyn, than Boston, than Milwaukee, than Miami, than Toronto, than Washington, than Detroit. Which them teams them are teams that people will take over them.
Right. Very true. Very true.
They have the same record as they have a better record than Dallas, Denver,
Like,
obviously.
I like Darius Garland. Is it? Yeah, it's Darius
Yeah,
Garland.
yeah. And Colin Sexton,
I
that's
like
the
Colin
backcourt.
Sexton. I like Kevin Love, which I
You like
think
Cedi
Kevin Love's
Osman?
gonna get traded this year, but that's another topic for another day. I like Kevin Porter.
Yeah.
I like Andre Drummond.
yeah,
I like their roster.
It's just tough for them because they're short. When you're starting point guard is 6 foot, your starting shooting guard 6'1", 6'2", and then your small forward 6'4". It's like and then your center your power forward. Your power.
What if you're Milwaukee? What if you trade for Kevin Love?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think that would be a big benefit for a Milwaukee team?
Yeah, I mean he's up there in
Like you
age,
just said,
so I
they
mean
lost Brooks.
for him
They lost
just
Robin.
to come there, just rebound the ball and shoot threes. Yeah,
Yeah.
be
Put
solid
him
for
at
them.
the 5 because you got Giannis playing the 4. Put him at the 5. I like Bobby Portis.
Well, I don't know. I don't
I'm a big fan of Bobby Portis.
know about the 5 because he is not the same rebounder as he once was because of the fact of his age.
Right. Well, I'm just saying the way they run their system because they have Drew Holiday, Donnie DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton,
Right.
Giannis. Kind of, he has to play the 5 just based on who they have.
Well, no, but they got Brooks. I mean, I guess they can go. They can go. Drew, Chris, Giannis, Kevin,
Yeah.
Brooke. That would be
You
an
think put
amazing
DiVincenzo
defensive
on the bench?
lineup. Defensively, that'd be great, and they can shoot around Giannis.
And they're tall.
Right.
I mean, your shortest player is Drew Holiday, who's like 6'5".
Right. So you guys, I'm pretty sure he's 6'5". Chris Middleton's what, 6'8"?
I think he's like 6'8", yeah.
Yeah, 6'8". Giannis
And you got
6'11".
3 7-footers.
Kevin Love, who's 6'10", 6'11"-ish, and then you got
Yeah,
Brooke.
Basically 7 foot, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're really tall, but I mean, and they're
And
not
you can
lacking
shoot
speed.
still. Like the only player on that team, that starting 5 you just named, the only player that can't shoot is Giannis.
Right.
He's
Exactly.
basically the point guard.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which here's my thing. But also, this is what I was talking about earlier. But you didn't really like you was talking, so you didn't really get what I was saying. Like, I know to you and me it's head scratching, but Philly isn't building around Joel.
Right.
That is Ben Simmons' team. Like that's why to me, the best case scenario was add all the shooters to get Joel Embiid more post looks. No, they added that to let Ben Simmons run to the paint more and kick out. Because Joel Embiid can shoot, but in my opinion, Joel Embiid should not be taking 6 to 10 threes a night.
Right, but see, this is where the NBA has changed. Because back in the day, center was the most important position on the floor.
Right.
But now, point guard is the most important position on the floor, and that's what Ben Simmons plays. Simmons plays point guard.
Exactly.
Look at all of your superstars. Look at your top 5 players in the NBA right now.
Because Bron is a point guard.
All 5 of them are the ball handlers of their team most of the time.
Right, like Bron.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yep. Giannis.
Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving.
Giannis.
James Harden. Giannis. They all handle
I mean,
the ball. That's
technically,
the most important thing
like you guys know, like one of my favorite players of all time is Dwayne Wade and Kobe. They technically were positioned at the 2, but they had the ball in their hands a lot. When they were making plays, they made the plays with the ball in their hand. They were ball handlers.
Exactly.
Even the big 3 in Miami when
Dwayne
Dwayne Wade was there, he was handling the ball as either him or LeBron.
Yeah.
If you look at the
North
90s,
Cole and Chalmers were spot ups.
Yeah.
At point guard.
Right. If you look at the 90s and especially the 80s, the only exception to that was Jordan, who was a ball handler as a guard. But you had Hakeem Olajuwon, who's the most important player in Houston.
You got Patrick Ewing.
He was a center. Yeah, you got Patrick Ewing in New York. You had
Bill Russell back in the day. You got
Hey,
Wilt.
and I'm talking. Yeah, that's back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Karl Malone. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
In Utah, he was very important as a big guy that got down in the post. It's changed. The most important position now is the guy that can handle the ball. It doesn't matter where they play as long as they can take the ball off the floor.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not building around Joel Embiid because he can't take the ball off the floor.
Yeah. It's crazy, but also Joel Embiid has when it comes to him, that temper, bro. That temper is horrible. Honestly, he feels like he has to taunt every single time he does something good. Wasn't Joel Embiid up there in ejections and techs last season?
Let me look.
But also every single time somebody get ejected, he's waving, he's pushing guys. It's always something, bro. It's always something with him.
That kind of reminds me of Josh Norman.
Yeah.
That's
in the NFL.
Yep.
On the football side of it, yeah. But to me, he's a big Marcus Smart. He gets in the best player's head. He taunts them. He messes with them. Yeah.
Okay, so it says the NBA players with the most tech fouls: James Johnson, Davis Bertans, Bradley Beal, De'Aaron Fox, all tied for first. Joel Embiid. Oh wow. Hold on. I might have. Wait. No, this is this year. Okay, hold on. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Season 2020. Okay. So Westbrook and Marcus Morris Sr. had the most last year. And Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons was tied for 34th. Joel Embiid was tied for 46th. He had 5 techs.
Oh, well, yeah, but yeah, his techs be coming in the wrong the worst moments though, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be the end of the game. He got 20 something points. He barely has any fouls, and he's doing his thing. He'll get ejected.
Yep.
Or he'll get a tech and something like that. It's always something stupid with Joel. That's what sucks.
Let me see ejections. Let me see if I can find this one.
It probably wasn't last season. I think I don't know if it was last season.
Well, I'm just saying because most ejections. That's technical fouls.
DeMar DeRozan he gets ejected. He's got ejected quite a few times in San Antonio.
Yeah. I feel like there's more ejections the past couple years.
Yeah.
Than in the 2000s.
That's funny. I actually clicked on.
Trae Young.
Player.
Trae Young got ejected for hitting the three and staring at the player with his like he hit the three over the guy. The guy was walking to go get the ball, and the ball into him. He just stood there and put his hands on his hips and looked at him, and he got ejected for that.
Wow.
Check this out. So I actually clicked on this, but this is fucking hilarious to me. This is these are the 10 most ejected NBA players in history. Pierce.
Is Ron Artest on there?
Hold on. Paul Pierce with 10. Then you got Shaq, Steven Jackson, Gary Payton, Metta World Peace.
Yeah,
and
Ron
then
Artest. I knew it.
Reggie Miller, Kenyon Martin, and then Boogie Cousins. And then Rasheed Wallace.
You know what's crazy? A lot of those guys you named are my dad's favorites.
Holy shit. Hold on. Where's it at? Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins has had 14 ejections in his career. Rasheed Wallace is in first place with 29.
God damn.
No, yeah. I had to ask about Ron Artest, bro. There's no way he wasn't on there, but there was Metta World Peace.
Yeah.
But still,
no,
wow.
I couldn't find anything on ejections, but I don't know if he does it a lot, but it does seem like when Joel Embiid gets a tech or ejected, it's in one of the most crucial times.
Yeah. That I'm saying, majority of his techs are in a point in those points of the game. But I mean, you know who the sleeper is on that team?
Who?
Tobias, bro. Tobias is an absolute dog.
Dude, I love Tobias Harris. I think he's a very solid 20 points a game scorer.
Yeah, bro, he's really good. But also, the rookie they just signed, when he comes on the court to move Ben to the 3 or even the 4 to get post looks and stuff like that, Tyrese Maxey. Oh wait, I don't know if it got. I don't remember if I told you guys this, but Tyrese Maxey played a big role for me. Tyrese Maxey was the reason why I played basketball. If you guys didn't know that, because I was like, you know what, Dad, I want to play organized basketball. And when I did, I was having fun. But me and Elijah, we made up this thing called STB, Secure the Bag, and we had this handshake. The handshake we got was from Tyrese Maxey. When he was in high school, he did something called the bat. He was the bat. Him and the other best player on his high school team. I think the team was called like South or something like that. They were called the Baggage Boys. And yeah, like every single they'll do a handshake. They'll do a handshake and they'll like put on a backpack every single time they'll do a handshake. And like every time he'll get an and one, he'll be on the ground or something. They'll come up, they'll do the handshake, help him up. And also the rivalry with the Duffy Boys. Guess who one of the players Duffy Boys was? R.J. Hampton, who is now a point guard on the Nuggets. Who did the same thing as LaMelo Ball, went overseas instead of going to college and all that. Yeah, so that was the big rivalry. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey, because I remember before every AAU.
The one that called out LeBron?
Who?
R.J. Hampton? Or is that somebody else?
I don't really keep with R.J. Hampton that much, but I know he went to Australia and played basketball, and he's got drafted to the Nuggets. He's a point guard for the Nuggets right now.
Did he just get drafted?
Yeah, this season.
Okay, then this is somebody else.
Yeah. But yeah, so like Tyrese Maxey, he went to Kentucky, he was balling out. Him and Emmanuel Quickley was the best 2 players on Kentucky. Emmanuel Quickley showing himself in New York. Everybody thought he was a sleeper in the draft, but Calipari said whoever gets him is gonna get the best player in the draft. Is what he said. Because Emmanuel Quickley, he was on Kentucky with Tyler Hero. He was on Kentucky with P.J. Washington. Now he was there. He was there a while.
Right.
But he was the sleeper. He had the chance to really run it. He wasn't supposed to run the team. That was supposed to be Tyrese Maxey's team. And Emmanuel quickly, he came in, he made tough shots, he won games for Kentucky, and Kentucky's really struggling right now. They have 1 win on the season because their top 7 are all freshmen. So their starting 5 and their 6th and 7th man are freshmen. They have nobody. I think they have 1 junior on the team.
Damn.
Because Nick
That's
Richards
crazy.
left, Emmanuel quickly left, Tyrese Maxey left. They had a lot of guys that left, but yeah, like Tyrese Maxey, he played a key role for me. He did his thing in Kentucky. I called him going to Philly. I said yeah, they need a point guard who could dribble and shoot the ball. So they don't got that. They got a slasher right now. He's not the greatest passer in the world, but he can shoot the ball. He can play the 2 because how well he shoots the ball. And he's extremely fast. He's like De'Aaron Fox, bro. But if De'Aaron Fox had a better jump shot, like a better
All right,
ball.
so let's switch this up. We'll go back to the NFL like we do at the end of every episode.
Bet.
We're gonna go back to our picks. Last week, Jeffrey, you finished 9-5.
It was tough. It was
the
tough.
games that hurt you were obviously the Browns losing, which
Yep,
for
the
somehow
Jets.
De'Aaron picked the Jets to win, and also the Bengals winning
Right.
hurt you because you took the Texans.
Yep.
And then De'Aaron, you finished 11-3 this week. So Jeffrey, your overall record is 29-17, and then De'Aaron, you're 34-12 right now.
It was good.
Damn.
Going
At
into the last
guessing,
week
by
of
the
season.
way.
Yeah. Hey, I do what I do.
If you guys, if Jeffrey has a big week this week, he can still catch you though.
Yes.
I
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna dive into the picks. So first game we got on the slate, we have
I'm
the
just gonna say the
Ravens
same team
taking
as De'Aaron every single time. Sorry, now.
So the first game we got on the slate this week, we have the Ravens taking on the Bengals. The Ravens are favored by 13.5. Do you have Baltimore or Cincinnati?
Cincinnati's hot, but that's my luck. I choose the team that's hot and they lose, so I'm gonna go with Vegas. I guess I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
See, I'm gonna be the Bengals bandwagon guy for an episode, and I'm gonna say the Bengals are gonna pull this one out.
Wow.
Would that hurt the Ravens' playoff chances?
No.
I
No.
don't know
No.
for sure if it would hurt the Ravens' playoff chances, but it would help the Browns.
Browns,
playoff
yeah.
chances. I know that.
But the Browns are beating Steelers, so
Right.
they aren't.
All right, so the next game
What
we
about
Oh, I
have,
thought you
quarterback?
said you
we have
are.
the Dolphins taking on the Bills. This is my game of the week.
This is my game of the week
the
right
Bills
here.
are favored by only 2.5 points. Who do you have, Miami or Buffalo?
I got Tua.
I got Buffalo. I think Josh Allen pulls it out. Stephon Diggs last week we didn't talk about. He scored 3 receiving
bro.
touchdowns.
Yeah, he was dogging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo is obviously the better team, but I can't go against Tua, bro. That's my guy.
I think the Bills pull it out here. And you know what? I'll give a score on this game. I say 28-24.
Also, you think it'll be close?
I think it's gonna be close. Yeah,
I do
I
too.
definitely do. What about your score? If you want to throw a score out there.
I think it'll be 24-17.
24-17?
Miami.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, so the next game we have the backup quarterback Mason Rudolph versus the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are favored by 10 points in this game. Do you have Cleveland or Pittsburgh?
Do they have their receivers back? Or are they still on COVID protocol?
Let me look, but as of now, I think they are back. Hold on. let me
Yeah.
see.
Well, hold on. I thought
I thought it was 2 weeks.
I thought it was 14 days. It's 2 weeks.
Let me look. Browns have new COVID-19 results. Will practice Friday. Denzel Ward has now got COVID. He's on the COVID-19 list. But Jarvis Landry and wide receivers come off the COVID-19 list, so they have their receivers, but they're missing their number one corner, Denzel Ward.
That hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna let De'Aaron think a little bit because mine no, but I got Pittsburgh. I know that Mason Rudolph's in there, but hey, maybe he'll run a little bit that we haven't seen our quarterback do this season, just not Myles Garrett's way. But
now the thing is, the Steelers receivers are good.
Yeah.
We'll give them that. They are good.
And you don't have Denzel to lock up
with-
Juju or Chase.
Exactly. You don't have your number one lockdown corner.
And arguably one of the best in
Yeah.
the league.
Go Bucks. You know what? I'm going to go Pittsburgh this week. I'm going to agree with Jeffrey. I'm going to go Pittsburgh this week, but I think it's super close. Like, I'm thinking 24-23, like super close.
I got 31-28.
Now, what I'm saying super close, 24-23, is I think the Mason Rudolph gets a game-winning drive.
I think it's the opposite. I think Baker Mayfield does another questionable play in a game-winning drive and they lose the game. I think this is what I think. This what I think. This something Baker Mayfield will do. Jarvis Landry is deep. He goes for that play instead of going for the play to get in field goal range to tie up the game to go 31-31 overtime. That's what I think happens.
And that Steelers defense has just always been scary.
Yeah,
this season.
Right, but what is the biggest thing for me is Cleveland with Denzel Ward being out is still favored by 10 points.
Right.
That is crazy.
All right, so moving on to the next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Minnesota's only favored by 4 points in this game. Do you have Minnesota or the Lions?
I got Minnesota, and I got this as the breakout game for Justin Jefferson to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He scores like 3 touchdowns and just blows up, and it has to be a no-brainer for him to win Rookie of the Year.
So say I love Justin Jefferson. You know, I love him doing the gritty into the end zone. You know, the dance movie does and all. But I mean, I don't know the Lions. I mean, they are known to be one of the teams who win when they're not supposed to and lose when they're supposed to. But I'm gonna go Minnesota though. I got to. I gotta go to Vikes. Right. I think I've got the Vikes winning like every single week I pick them.
All right, so the next game we have the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. The Patriots are only favored by 3 points.
It's sad because I low-key think the Jets are gonna win.
Me too. Like that's the crazy part. Like I'm thinking really hard now because usually it's like no-brainer Jets.
Now if it was like Chiefs and Jets, okay, yeah, but because it's a semi-bad team as well.
Shout out to the Jets for getting me the win last week.
Or no. Sorry, the Patriots are only favored by 3 points.
Yeah. That's because the Jets are on a 2-0
You know what?
run.
The Jets finished with a 3-0 run. I got the Jets winning. I got the Jets because Cam's not playing like he normally does.
Hold on. Does them win in 3 games? Do they still have the second pick?
Yeah, because everybody else has 4 wins.
Because the Bengals won, bro. Yep. Oh my god, bro.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yep.
The Bengals.
So they have incentive to win this game.
Yeah.
They do have incentive to win this game. It doesn't hurt their draft stock.
Not at all.
So the front office, the coaches want to go out there and win the game. They're already going to get the number 2 pick no matter what. Maybe they do come out and upset New England.
I got the Jets winning that game. I do. I got the Jets winning.
I got the Jets, bro. It won't hurt them. You know, it's the last game of their season, obviously, because they're not doing shit. And then it's time to talk about Justin, Trevor, or if they even take a quarterback.
All right. So the next game, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Football Giants. The Cowboys are favored by 2.5 points.
Who do I want to win and who I think is going to win? Which one is this? Who do I want to win and who I think is going to win?
Who do you think is going to win?
Cowboys. I want the Giants to win, but like no Saquon, you know.
But they made it work.
So who do you want to win?
I want the Giants to win because I don't like the Cowboys at all. Never have, never will. Not because I'm an Eagles fan like De'Aaron. I just don't like the Cowboys. Because I hate the fact that they're even winning with the shitty defense that they got. So, but yeah,
right,
but I got the Cowboys winning for my record's sake.
This is like the game where it's like I don't give a fuck who wins, who loses. If somebody get I don't give a fuck. I hate both teams, but since I have to pick, I'll take the Cowboys.
Ooh, taking the Cowboys.
I just hate the Giants more. That's literally the only reason.
This is very interesting, and I'm gonna keep this in mind for later on. But this is very interesting right now. The next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored by 6.5 points. Who do you have, Tampa Bay or Atlanta?
I got the Bucks. That's easy.
Tampa Bay over who?
The Falcons.
I don't know. The Falcons almost could have pulled it out against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Now I got
the Bucks.
I got Tom.
Yeah, I got Tom. I got the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers.
All right, so the next game we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Green Bay's favorite.
Oh, this sucks, bro. Bro, I hate this because as soon as I heard Green Bay, I was like, oh, they're fucking rolling, bro. They're hot. So, am I going with my bias or am I going with my record? Because my record has been hot ass recently.
I'm going with the bias. Da Bears. I got the Bears. Da Bears. I got to go with the bias. I don't care.
Who does Vegas have winning?
The Vegas has the Packers favored by 4 points.
Well, that's still kind of close.
I got the Bears, man. I have to. You don't have to. I have to.
I'm just thinking, bro, because all the picks I picked, I see the team I picked winning. Besides the Jets at the JL.
So who'd you take, Jeffrey?
I'm thinking, bro. Oh my God.
This is tough.
Now, interesting enough, if the Bears win this game, they go 9-7, and I think they make the playoffs.
They got more incentive than the Packers do because the Packers have the
Yeah,
number
I
one seed
believe,
locked.
and I could be wrong. I'll Google this. And
But
check
do you
this
think the
for next
Packers? The
week.
Packers might not start their starters though, right? Because they already got number one locked.
Now, I'm not sure if they got the number one locked or not because the Seahawks and the Saints are both 11-4 as they're 12-3. So if they lose, I think the Saints get the number one seed.
No.
So they have to go out and play
I
their
remember looking at that. The Seahawks get it, but if the
Or the
Seahawks
Seahawks
and the Packers lose, then
The Saints.
that's how the Saints get it.
Right. So the Packers need to go out there and win to get the first round bye.
I got the Bears. I got the Bears.
Da Bears.
All right. The next game on the list, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. The Raiders are only favored by 2.5 points. Who do you have winning?
I got the Raiders. Yeah,
Don't
the
want you to beat
Raiders.
the Chiefs.
I got the Raiders.
I would say that
You
every
keep saying
week,
that,
bro.
Jeffrey, but every time you say that, they go out and lose.
I know. Yeah, I got the Raiders though.
I got the Raiders.
All right, so the next game we have the Jaguars taking on the Colts.
Ooh.
The Colts are favored in this game by 14 points, but interestingly enough, the only win that the Jaguars have this season are against the Colts. Who do you have?
Yeah.
The Jags or the Colts?
I got the Colts because the Colts are a better team. The Jags beat them, but I got the Colts. And plus, the Colts just took a big loss against Pittsburgh, so they're gonna come. They got to come back hot. And they will.
I got Indianapolis on this one. I got the Colts.
Yeah.
All right. The next game we have on the list.
But
is-
also the Jags don't don't want to, because if the Jags win,
Whoa! Hold on. Hold the phone. The next game, we have the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Vegas has the Chargers favored by 3.5 points.
that's who I got winning.
because Pat Mahomes is not playing.
That's who I got
Do you
winning.
have the Chargers or the Chiefs?
I got the Chargers.
I got the Chargers.
Justin Herbert. Justin
You
Herbert.
guys don't think Chad Henne is going to pull out the win?
Who is that? Sorry, no.
Where
yeah.
did he play before he was in Kansas City?
Miami.
And before that?
Well, he was. And you talking about at college?
No. I thought he went to the
Oh.
Browns.
No, I don't think he played for the Browns ever. Let me look that up. Hold on. I know
thought he played
went
for the
to
Browns.
Michigan.
Because any quarterback that's played for the Browns is hot ass. Except for Baker Mayfield.
Let me look.
The
I
ol-
got his pro
who
football
before
record.
Baker Mayfield, the person that held the record
Yeah,
for most
so he
wins
played
in
for
the
Miami,
Cleveland Brown Stadium was
then
Ben Roethlisberger.
Jacksonville,
I
then
know.
Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Miami,
Yeah, that's
Jacksonville,
crazy,
Kansas
isn't
City.
it?
But
Yeah.
he went to college. He was a Michigan Wolverine.
Did you hear me, Austin? Before Baker Mayfield, the person with the most wins in the Cleveland Brown Stadium was Ben Roethlisberger.
No, what you say?
I'll say it again. The person with the most wins at Cleveland Brown Stadium before Baker Mayfield was Ben Roethlisberger.
That's funny. So you guys both took the Chargers on this one?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I did. I can't go against JH10.
All right.
Justin Herbert.
All right, so interesting. The next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The Cardinals are favored in this game by 3 points. Do you have the Cardinals or the Rams?
The Rams are surprisingly good, bro.
But then they're surprisingly bad.
At the same time, yeah.
Right. It's
They're
like,
like
week
LA.
to
They're like,
week.
Yeah.
It's literally week to week. It's like,
They're like the
All
Raiders,
right,
bro.
so what are you
They're
going to
like
come
Raiders.
out and do? Y'all going to play like y'all played when y'all went to the Super Bowl? Or are you going to play like y'all played when you had Sam Bradford at quarterback? Like, which one is it going to be? We don't know.
Yeah, it's like that's how Vegas. That's how Vegas is. You're gonna play like you're playing like you
They
against the
say
Chiefs, or you're playing like
that Jared Goff, if you look at Jared Goff on the sideline in the first 2 series, if he's happy and he's in a go-lucky mood, the Rams win the game. If he's looking at the iPad, kind of confused or a little frustrated, then they lose that game.
All right, so let me make my pick after the first 2 drives. Oh boy. Fuck. So it's the Rams and the
I got the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals. You can't go
You
against
got the Cardinals?
Kyler Magic.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can go against K1. I like K1.
He's the height of I was when I was at K1. Sorry, no, I know. Obviously not.
I
But
just
imagine you at 5'10" and K1, bro. You'll be a dog.
Yeah, where you going, man?
you know what? I'm gonna go with the Cardinals just because I feel like DeAndre Hopkins is gonna have a good game because who's out there covering him
Exactly.
besides Jalen Ramsey?
And
Jalen
Jalen-
Ramsey. Yeah, exactly. Jalen Ramsey's the one covering.
John.
Not all the time because a
John
lot of,
Johnson the third at safety. Really
but
good.
that's not all the time because they play bracket coverages where Jalen Ramsey will stay on one side of the field.
Yeah.
So if DeAndre Hopkins is on the left side of the field,
But John's on the opposite of Jalen Ramsey. So when it's not him, it's him.
but DeAndre Hopkins don't always go deep, but he does go deep
And
all the time.
also, they
At the same
hold
time.
on. Let me.
He doesn't always go deep, but then he
Just
always goes deep.
before I say something, I just want to look and make sure.
But he's
there's
caught
something.
passes on 3 different people before.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they played
Oh, it's Troy Hill. Okay.
I can't think of who they played.
So
but
you
he
got
caught,
Jalen Ramsey,
like,
Troy Hill,
fucking DB was
You
coming
got
this way, and he
Jordan
caught it.
Fuller.
Like, it was fucking nasty.
and then John Johnson the third. That's their secondary in LA.
Yeah, LA
Yeah.
has a solid secondary, bro.
Yeah, but I still got the Cardinals.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Moving on to the next game, we have the
Larry
Seahawks taking on the 49ers. The Seahawks are favored by 7 points. Who do you have? The Seahawks or the 49ers?
I got Seattle because it's a must win. They gotta win because I got the Bears winning. So if they win, they get the first
Number
the
one
first
seed,
yeah,
yeah.
they
They
get the
the
first
bye
round
week.
bye. You
Yep.
know, so they're fighting for that.
Yep.
They know that they still have a chance to get it, so they're gonna fight for it. So I got Seattle.
I
The
got Seattle.
49ers aren't coming out
Yep.
hot, man.
Yep, I got Seattle. The 49ers have had one of their worst years
In a
in
while.
recent memory.
Yeah.
So I feel like they don't have much to play for, but Seattle has everything to play for.
Yeah.
So I got Seattle.
All right, the next game on the slate, we have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Saints are favored by 5.5 points. Who do you have in this game?
You go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you got it.
No, you go.
You got it.
This is my thing. What's the most Jeffrey, you might not know the answer. Austin, you might not know the answer. But what's the scariest thing to go up against? Somebody with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the scariest thing to go up against is somebody with nothing to lose when you have everything to lose. And that's why I say the Carolina Panthers win this ball game.
wow.
Yep.
That's a big pick.
Yep.
That's a big pick.
That's my pick. I got the Carolina Panthers.
But also
So with the New Orleans Saints winning, De'Aaron, and you have the Packers winning, so you have the Packers being the number 1 seed and the Seahawks being the number 2
I have the
seed.
Bears winning.
All right, yeah. So you have the Seahawks being the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
I do
with
too.
the-
I do too. But no, no. The thing is that I have the Saints winning, but still with the Saints winning, the Seahawks will still get it.
Right. So you say you got the Saints over the Panthers, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
All right. So the next game we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. Tennessee's favored by 7.5. Who do you have in this game?
I got King Henry and the Titans.
Yeah, I do too. But I definitely do. But they both coming off L's.
Right, but the Titans also lost to the number 1 team in the NFC East, while
Right.
the Texans lost to one of the worst teams in the AFC.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the king,
Yep.
the king of football.
All right, so the last game that we have for Week 17, we have the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Washington football team is favored by 3.5 points. Who do you guys have in this game?
Wait, who's starting quarterback for the Eagles?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
So it's gonna hurt when the football team loses. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles as well, like always. I got the
So
Eagles
interesting
like
enough,
always.
with you guys taking the Eagles, you guys are predicting that the team you both say you hate the most, the Dallas Cowboys, are winning the NFC East and going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, I have Dallas losing.
No, you
No,
had
you
Dallas
don't.
winning.
Yeah, you had Dallas winning, bro.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
I
you
hate
the Giants
I
more.
hate the Giants more. I thought
Yeah.
I sucked it
Yep.
up. I couldn't suck it up. I hate the Giants more.
So your guys' prediction
That's
is that Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys will be the NFC East champions.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I
The
like
Eagles
it.
will be the champions next year, anyways. It's fine. Who cares?
You said the Eagles will be the champions next year.
Yeah,
That
who
was-
cares?
That was a bad statement right there. You might want to take that back.
No.
Never.
I think that's true. I don't know about the Super Bowl champs.
No, I'm talking about the NFC
Yeah.
North or NFC East
yeah,
champions.
yeah, no.
I was
no,
talking
yeah,
about
like,
the division.
no.
Relax.
No, I definitely also. So you don't think if all 4 of those teams are healthy that the Eagles aren't the best,
No, I think if all 4 of those teams are healthy, that the Dallas Cowboys are the best.
bro? No, bro. That's not even close, bro.
The only person that the Dallas Cowboys are missing is Dak Prescott.
Literally.
We're missing half of our team.
Exactly.
And honestly,
And you're still floating.
hold-
Still winning games.
I'm putting this there.
okay. So, what was I saying? Oh no, I think
The
that
Eagles
wa-
have an
if the
amazing
Washington football
offensive
team-
line when their
I
offensive line
think
is
if
healthy.
The Washington football team gets a quarterback next year, that they will have the best team in the NFC East by far.
It depends on the quarterback. It depends on the
All right,
quarterback.
and that's going to end our podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop. No, I'm dead ass serious. That front seven, you have Montez Sweat, you have Chase Young, you have Ryan Kerrigan, you have that linebacker. I always forget his fucking name every time I go to say it. You
Bro,
have Terry McLaurin.
The 49ers have an amazing defense.
You have Antonio Gibson. You have Logan Thomas at the tight end. All you need is a quarterback, and they're about to go bananas. In there.
Okay.
The 49ers have an amazing defense. And what are they doing?
But they don't have a quarterback. That's what I'm saying. They need a quarterback.
When the Eagles'
That's my
offensive
point.
line
You're
is
proving my
completely
point.
healthy,
Yeah, that's
it
what
don't
I'm
matter
saying,
what front seven you put in front of them. They will be blocked
the
100%.
Eagles have an amazing
Just
offensive line.
Watch the Washington football team get a quarterback this offseason and come out and win the NFC East with their eyes closed and backwards.
Bro,
Ron
I'm
Rivera
saying
is
like.
the head
telling you.
football coach. Come
I'm
on
telling you.
now.
How the fuck you going to guard?
So you telling me you
Devontae
got the
Smith?
Eagles third in the division?
Yes, I got the Eagles third.
So you're telling me you can lock up Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, Marquise Goodwin, and fucking
Yes.
Rager.
Devontae
And Fogel.
Devontae Smith or Deshaun Jackson, Devontae Smith, Travis Fulgham, Jalen Rager, Marquise Goodwin.
Maybe we'll get lucky and Deshaun Jackson will get to play a whole game in 3 quarters instead of a game in 2 quarters. And then they have no running game to speak of. And who the fuck is your quarterback? Plus,
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback. Miles Sanders is about as close to 1,000 yards this season.
Fucking weapons to throw the ball to, and they're about to get a high.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. The quarterbacks coming in besides Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. I mean, I got Jalen Hurts over Trevor Lawrence. That, bro, I swear, Jalen Hurts is an amazing quarterback, bro.
And we got 2 of the best tight ends in the league with Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz.
Because guess what? When teams can prepare for Jalen Hurts, he's not going to be the same.
But you
When
said we
teams
don't
can
have
compare for
weapons.
point,
That's the thing. You said we don't have weapons.
What quarterback is Washington gonna get? What quarterback is Washington gonna get? What quarterback is Washington gonna get?
What quarterback is Washington gonna get?
Answer the question. What quarterback is Washington gonna get?
Listen, hold on. I'll answer that in a second. But the quarterback that is light years better than Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Once teams started preparing for him, he's not been the same quarterback this year.
No,
Let a team
because Jalen
prepare
Hurts
for
actually
Jalen
can
Hurts.
pass.
This is what listen, guys. These people in the NFL, these defensive coordinators get paid to shut people down. They're going to shut Jalen Hurts down.
No, bro. Jalen Hurts can do what Lamar can't do. He can
And his
throw,
arm
bro.
is not reliable enough to rely on his arm.
Bro,
He's gonna get
it
shut
actually
down.
is, bro.
It
Bro,
really
like,
is.
I'm trying to tell you, Matthew Stafford is not, in my opinion, is nowhere near Jalen Hurts, bro. He can't run. He can't, bro.
No,
Literally,
I think-
unless Washington gets a rookie and then a rookie like Zach Wilson or somebody, you're not about to name a quarterback. I'm like, oh, he's better. Like, even Matt Ryan, like, I still got Jalen Hurts over him because, like, it's potential, bro. Like, his potential is way too high.
And
No,
the
I
thing
think-
that hurt me the most is you said we don't have playmakers when we have 2 of the best tight ends in the league in Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. We got Marquise Goodwin coming off of a season where he didn't play because of COVID, so he's going to be 100% healthy. You got Alshon Jeffrey who's going to be 100% healthy after this offseason.
Alshon
You got
Jeffrey's
Jalen Rager that's going to be 100% healthy after this offseason. You
Jalen
got
Rager's not
maybe
that good.
Devontae Smith if we draft him or Jamar Chase if we draft him.
Bro, look.
We got Travis Fulgham
Washington-
who blew up this year.
No, hold on.
Hurts his hamstring when he gets out
No.
of bed in the morning.
Austin, this is what you don't get. Why? So you naming all you saying Rager and that good. Some of these guys ain't good. Why in the world are the Chiefs? Why is the receiving core good?
Because the quarterback.
No, because they're fast as hell. Rager's
Oh, yeah,
really
true,
fast.
true, true.
Goodwin
I
is
get
really
that.
fast. Deshaun Jackson is really fast. The only
But
exceptions is
Deshaun
Fulgham
Jackson
and Jeffrey.
won't
And
make it. That's the thing. Deshaun Jackson the last 3 years has played like 6 games in 3 years.
but I'm talking about speed. I'm not talking about how much you play. I'm talking about speed. Speed.
But You know what the best ability to have as an NFL football player? Availability.
And then you said that we don't have a rushing game when Miles Sanders has 164 carries for 867 yards, is averaging 5 yards a
Yes.
fucking carry.
Here's
And
the
also
thing. If you're not a
197 receiving
1,000-yard
yards.
Rusher, you're a below average.
So Washington has a receiving game. I mean, has a better rushing game.
What?
Washington has a better
Yes,
rushing game?
Yes, Antonio Gibson is one of the best backs in the league right now.
Okay, look, but see how many yards he has.
Hold on.
If he have more yards than Miles Sanders, then you can't make that. You can't say that. That's the only thing. If he does, you got it.
720 yards.
Doesn't have more yards than Miles Sanders. Stop. Come on now.
Stop playing with
Eagles,
the boy.
Yeah,
He's only played 9 games. He's only got the.
But then why are you saying he's the best running, one of the best running back? No, he's not. He doesn't even have more yards.
Okay, Miles Sanders has played 12 games.
Yes, that's 3 more games than he's played.
Okay, but he only has 13 more carries than him and has over 100 yards more than him.
Right, he's only got 100 yards more than him in 3 more games. That's not good.
Wait, no, but also he doesn't have an offensive line. He's doing this without an offensive line.
Yards a game.
Austin, he's doing it without an offensive line.
33 yards a game is a good running back.
No. Austin,
And
he's doing it.
Miles Sanders have? How many TDs does Miles Sanders have?
6.
To 11 in 9 games. 11 for Antonio Gibson.
Antonio Gibson has a fucking offensive line. Like he does. Like if the Eagles' offensive line is healthy, bro, the Eagles are. It's not even a close matchup when it comes to healthy, bro.
And you guys are forgetting
It's
about
not
one
even
thing.
close.
He's getting
I
carries
find
taken away from him
Washington
because we have
over
Jalen Hurts that's
Philly
running the
any
ball
day.
too. We run read options now. He's not getting every fucking touch.
No.
We also have Corey Clement that's getting some touches. We also have Jordan Howard that's getting some
Yes,
touches.
exactly.
He's
You don't
not
have
just
to-
the
you don't
only
have to
running back
number
like
one.
Antonio Gibson. He's not getting as many touches as he should get.
No.
Listen, this is the big thing.
No. But also,
Be
Austin,
honest.
you took it
Be
in the wrong
100%
direction.
honest.
We were talking about this season. You're talking about if they get a quarterback. We're not talking about that. With the team the Eagles got right now, if they were 100% healthy this season, and so was Washington, the Eagles will wipe the fucking floor with every team in that division.
Hands
I
down,
don't
man's
think-
down.
No, not every team in that division.
Bro,
The Dallas
Giants
I-
aren't. No, bro.
I think
The
as
Giants are not
roster
close.
sits right now. I think as the roster sits right now, talent-wise, the Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the NFC East.
Bro,
But
Zeke
next
isn't.
year,
Zeke
if
is not a good
Washington
running
gets
back
a
anymore.
quarterback, They are the best
Like-
team in the NFC East.
Like Zeke, bro. Miles Sanders has more rushing touchdowns than Zeke. Zeke is not a
I'm
factor.
not talking about Zeke.
Then who else? They don't have a
3,000
defense.
yard receivers.
They don't have a defense.
Haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver in about 15 years. No, I'm lying about that, but like.
No, I'm just okay. You can have all the receivers you want. If the Eagles secondary is healthy too, bro, it's not, bro.
if Dallas
It's not
secondary
close,
healthy,
bro.
they're good.
Slay is locking up Cooper.
Easy.
Easy. You can't bomb him deep.
Jalen Mills has got the deep
Yeah,
ball
I was gonna say,
covered
you can't bomb him
110%.
Bro, it's not, bro. Come on now. That's the last thing you want to do against the Eagles is pass the ball.
Cravon
Unless
LeBlanc
you're doing
is
slants.
locking up Michael Gallup
Bro,
because
like,
he's
come
the
on.
nickel.
So you're telling me. Hold on. Let me.
See, CeeDee Lamb is gonna have to win the game alone as a rookie.
But
He's
then he
good,
has
bro.
Robbie Coleman on him.
Right.
You're telling me. Look at. Hold on.
Gallup and Cooper are boxed. Like they're boxed.
Then
you
you're
can't do nothing with them.
you're forgetting about Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox rushing the quarterback every play.
Right, bro. They're
Fletcher
boxed.
Cox Pro Bowl fucking D tackle.
And Dak
But you also have
Prescott can't take a
Chidobe
tackle.
Chidobe Awuzie is a really good corner.
Bro.
In the
Adobe Ohuzi.
No, bro. No, this
You
don't get.
have,
Yeah, bro.
you have Aldon Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence. You have Sean Lee.
DeMarcus Lawrence is
you
on
have
one of the
Leighton
best tackles in the
Vander Esch.
NFL.
Bro.
What, Aaron?
Yeah.
Xavier Woods.
No, bro. Those are, bro. They're solid, but they're not good. Like this don't get. They're not good at all. This I'll be looking at on Madden. They have good overalls or whatever. But when you watch them play, they're not making no noise.
None.
They were getting
What
burnt. They
is
were
like
getting cooked
Dallas's
up on.
work this year, just like Philly. What noise is Philly's DBs making?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Cooper is not doing nothing on Slay. Gallup is boxed by
You're crazy,
Maddox.
bro. Amari Cooper is one of the best receivers in the league.
No, he's not, bro. I got Julio over that.
Darius
I got
Slay's
Julio
not
over
a
him.
chance.
I know. I got Julio over him. Bro, he's, I don't know. He's not that good, bro. Not that good at all.
All right, we'll
Hold on,
talk
let me
about
see
this a little more next week.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm looking at something real quick. Hold on. What year was this? 2020.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Amari Cooper, I'm not. I would never be sold on him. I never have been sold on him, bro. Nah.
In 5 games, Amari Cooper has had 4 touchdowns. He's had 98 yards average per game and a 64% catch rate against Darius Slay.
Okay, like,
Okay,
That's against your boy that you're talking about is locking him up.
but how
He's
is it
averaging
against?
98 yards a game and he's got 4 touchdowns.
We run a lot of man. but
Now you're making excuses. Now here comes the
Bro, the
excuses.
Cowboys are
man.
ass, bro. What have the Cowboys ever done? Yeah, okay. The Cowboys make the playoffs. They get their ass spanked as soon as they make it there. The Eagles at least have a chance to win a fucking football game if they make it.
and that's
The
on God.
Cowboys do not.
And that's on God. And you guys are talking about this if Dak Prescott,
And you're also
Ben
talking about this
DiNucci,
if-
or fucking Andy Dalton, whichever one they want to pick, has enough time to throw the ball, because our front
Right.
four is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, like, bro, it's
So
like,
it's-
Hargrave, nasty.
DeMarcus Lawrence,
Bar-
Alden Smith,
Barnett,
two of the best
nasty.
deep rushers in
Fletcher
the
Cox, nasty. Fucking Brandon Graham, nasty.
no,
Right.
but also,
league. And I'm talking about
the
this-
Cowboys
you're
are not
also talking about-
stopping. The
hold on,
Cowboys are not going to be able to
Alex
stop the
Singleton,
Eagles.
Alex Singleton, one of the best run stuffers in the fucking league.
But you also got to explain this. If all of the Philadelphia Eagles were healthy, just like the Cowboys, Jalen Hurts would not be the starting quarterback of the
Yes, he
Philadelphia
would.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he
No, he
would.
wouldn't.
That's why he's the
No,
starting
he's not.
quarterback is because they're healthy.
Because
So Carson Wentz is hurt right now? Is Carson Wentz hurt?
Carson Wentz was leading the league in interceptions. He was also leading the league in sacks or getting sacked. So
Bro,
if your offensive line,
now here's my question. Answer my question.
Throwing as many picks,
It's-
right?
is Carson
So
Wentz
Jalen
hurt?
Hurts doesn't start.
Is Carson Wentz hurt?
Is Carson Wentz hurt?
No, he's
Oh,
not hurt.
okay, but he's starting over him. So we're gonna leave it as that. All right. So anyway, but the Eagles are okay. They got DeMarcus Lawrence, who's slow as shit. Jalen Hurts is gonna run a lap around him in the backfield and then get up through. We're not worried about
Watch
that.
Jalen
Not
Hurts
worried.
not even be the starting quarterback next year.
No,
by the way.
but anyway, we're talking about if he was. If he was, he's gonna run a lap around DeMarcus Lawrence and then get out the backfield. He's gonna do the cha-cha slide in front of him and then outrun him out the backfield. Like we're not worried. We're not worried about any of that.
At
And
all.
then. You have the
This is what I'm
fastest
saying. I will
receiving
take-
core. You have the fastest receiving core in the NFL.
I
Hands
would
down,
say
man's
if,
down.
If Washington can get
Come
a
on.
good quarterback next year. it
Oh
goes
yeah, now you're talking about
Dallas,
Washington. Now you're talking
Philly,
about Washington.
New York.
Now you're talking about Washington.
Yeah, now he's
No, I'm saying next year.
fuck the
This
Cowboys.
This year, if everybody was healthy this year, it's Dallas, Philly, Washington, New York. If next year,
No, bro.
if Washington gets a quarterback, it's Washington, Dallas, Philly, New York.
No, I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, if everybody was healthy this year, I got Philly, Washington, Dallas, bro. Cause Dallas is they're not good.
And it's
bro.
debatable between Dallas and New York, because New York, if they were healthy, they would have their best running back.
Right, bro.
And some
Yeah,
receivers.
Barkley, so maybe Philly finishes fourth.
No, bro.
All right, I'm lying. I'm joking.
No,
I don't think the Giants are that
We're not the
No.
Bengals.
But I
No, but
seriously
Austin,
have
bro,
the
bro,
Philadelphia Eagles finishing
like-
third, especially because I'm not sold on Doug Peterson. He's already got bad blood with that locker room.
He's got more
Carson
rings than
Wentz
Zach
is already
Taylor.
Throwing a fit that he wants to be traded out of there. So
Bro, like,
Carson Wentz is gonna be the
this
starting
what you
quarterback
don't
next
get. This
year
what you don't
because
get.
Nobody's gonna trade for Carson.
The Eagles have the fastest receiving core in the NFL.
And what's fast
No, they
receiving
don't.
core is
The
good
Chiefs
with?
do.
No, they don't. The Chiefs have two fast players. Two.
We
Nico
got
Hart-
6.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
You can have all the fast players you want, but
They
what
get
are
open
doing?
quicker.
Bro, I'm
What are
trying.
they doing?
No,
They get
hold on.
open quicker.
No, they're hurt. Goodwin is the fastest. He's not there. Like, bro, I'm talking about if everybody was completely healthy. Bro, you have to worry about Goodwin going deep. You have to worry about
Jack
Redgron.
going deep.
Yeah, you got DJ going deep. Redgron his little slants and his drags super fast, hitting those.
Okay.
Bro, you got to worry about
Alshon
them.
Jeffrey in the one-on-ones.
Just checking this.
Van Der Esch is slower than shit,
saying-
so he's not guarding
There's
no
one-
slants.
None.
There's only 1 week left in the season, right? There's only 1 week left in the season,
Absolutely.
and you only have your receivers, your fast receivers, only have 2 of them that are over 500 yards for the year, not 1,000. They have their
How many
24
games did they
yards
play?
over 500.
How many games did
Which
they
is
play?
half of 1,000.
How many games did they play?
11 and 12. Okay, what about Greg Ward, who played 15 games and has only got 413 yards?
Who's talking about him? That say his name? I say
What
his
about
name.
Jalen
He's
Rager?
not, we never said his name.
Bro, I'm not talking about Rager going deep. I'm talking about, bro, Van Der Esch.
I mean, look at your running backs. 867, and your second leading running back is fucking Jalen Hurts, who just started a few games ago.
But he's
right.
Yeah.
And
What
you're,
the fuck,
no, you're
bro?
the one talking bad about him. Jalen Hurts is better than any quarterback
No, I
Washington
like
will ever
Jalen Hurts,
get.
But Jalen Hurts ain't even gonna be the starting quarterback next year.
Bro, he's better than any quarterback. Yeah, okay. You tell me the Eagles' backup quarterback is going to be better than any quarterback that Washington ever gets. Simple as
No.
that.
I disagree. I think
Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott, bro.
Wow.
Yes, he is, bro. You give him the amount of years in the league as Dak Prescott, he has better stats. As a starting
Dak
quarterback,
Prescott has way more playoff wins.
no. Okay, he hasn't. How many times has Jalen Hurts played in the playoffs?
None. But
Exactly, because he's a
Dak Prescott
rookie.
has more-
You're not listening.
Dak
You're not listening.
Prescott has more playoff wins than every quarterback on the Philadelphia Eagles roster.
No, okay, because
saying.
you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening to me.
That's because the one that
Combined,
won.
No, hold on.
Every quarterback on the Philadelphia
Hold
Eagles
on,
roster combined has less playoff wins than Dak.
No, but Austin, you're not getting what I said. I said if Jalen Hurts has the same amount of years as experience of Dak Prescott, he has way more playoff wins than that nigga. He probably has a ring compared to him. Bro, come on now, like.
I
No,
like Jalen
no.
Hurts. I do.
No,
But I don't
I
think
can't,
Jalen
bro.
Hurts
It's
is going to be
different.
your guys' starting quarterback next year. You owe
Who's that all
Carson
the
Wentz
time?
$60 million. They're not going to let $60 million sit there on the sideline.
Bro, like,
He's going to play.
no.
And with Carson Wentz as the starting quarterback, you're the third best team in the NFC East.
No, bro, I'm trying to tell you. Bro, yeah, they're probably gonna get good. I'm trying to tell you, if the Eagles should trade him, if they trade him and they get him solid draft picks or some solid, bro, the Eagles they're set, bro. Like that's the thing. They have RPO quarterback with RPO offensive line with an RPO wide receiving core,
with
RPO running back,
RPO running back,
bro.
RPO coach,
I'm with you.
RPO coach.
They have everything ready, bro.
Right, but
They have
here's the
everything.
thing. Here's the thing. They did that before when they won the Super Bowl. But guess what?
Exactly.
The very first second that Carson Wentz was back, they went back to the old Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know who the hell is talking about
What's
him.
gonna
I have not
happen
talked about him
next
this whole
year,
time. I have not
Carson
talked about him
Wentz
not
is gonna
once.
Be the starting quarterback, so they're going to go back to the same old
Yeah,
Philadelphia Eagles.
Wentz
The
is
starting
going
quarterback,
bye-bye.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz ain't gonna be in the Eagles
your
uniform next year.
in your opinion, he's gonna be starting quarterback. Bro, he's not, bro.
He's
Like,
not gonna be on the Eagles organization next year. I promise.
Yeah, but like I said, if Jalen Hurts
Bro,
has
the
the same
owner
amount of
is in
experience
love
as Dak
with
Prescott, he's the better
Carson
quarterback. If Jalen Hurts has the same amount of experience as
Doug
Dak Prescott,
Peterson is getting
they came
fired.
in the same year, they both started. But you give Jalen Hurts,
Dougie P
come on.
is getting fired.
it's literally obvious.
Carson Wentz is getting promoted to starting quarterback. That's how
Ain't Dougie P the only reason why Carson Wentz is?
Yes.
Like, so if you
January
release him, he's not
2nd
starting.
January 2nd of 2020, I am calling it. Doug Peterson gets fired. Carson Wentz becomes the starting quarterback with the new head coach. And Philadelphia finishes third in the
Bro,
NFC.
Doug is the only reason why Carson Wentz is starting. It was
Doug
starting.
is the only reason Carson Wentz is there.
Exactly. Like,
the
Doug no
only reason
sense.
Carson's
Carson
gone.
Wentz have a really close relationship.
Bro, like, no.
Owner of the team.
Bro, okay, no, but look, this is what I said, and then you had said something else, bro. I'm dead serious about this. If Jalen Hurts was drafted the same year as Dak Prescott, they both were starting quarterbacks for the same amount of time. Jalen Hurts will have the better stats, more touchdowns, rushing and passing. Bro, he'll be the better quarterback.
I mean, you can say that. That's
He'll be the
up
better
and down.
quarterback.
There could be a chance that Jalen Hurts would have got drafted by the Jets, and then he would have been nothing. You know what I mean? So you can't really say it.
No.
But I get what you're coming from.
No, I'm saying in the sit like he's in a perfect system for his game, bro. And if Carson Wentz becomes a quarterback, that's just the dumb Eagles thing. But I doubt
That's
that,
a
bro.
dumb Eagles thing that's going to happen. That's why they're going to finish third in the NFC East.
No, bro. Even if he does start, bro, they're still better than the Cowboys, bro. No cow, I ain't gonna lie.
And aren't they in last right now in the NFC East?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check.
We have half of our team.
Yeah,
that
like,
is-
bro, there's been
When
so.
Jalen Hurts, but dude, everybody has half of their team hurt. You're acting like the Philadelphia Eagles are the only team
No,
that
bro,
ever got injured
bro.
this entire year.
No. The crazy part is that I'm trying to tell you, if you just give the Eagles offensive line back, they're second in the division right now. They're second with just their offensive line. Maybe even first with just their offensive line. You can keep Goodwin now. You can keep everybody that's hurt out and just give them their offensive line back, and they're second or first.
with Lane Johnson,
Okay.
Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey,
Listen,
the
listen,
Hawaiian guy
listen,
can't never think of
listen,
his name. Like we're
listen,
fucking set.
Listen. There are the top 10 teams in 2020 with the most injuries. The Kansas City Chiefs are number 1. The Saints are number 2. The Bucks are number 3. The Steelers are number 4. The Packers are number 5. The Giants are number 6. The Lions are number 7. The Cowboys are number 8. The Jags are number 9. The Jets are number 10. And guess what? There's no Eagles.
But it's significant injuries, bro. When you look at the Steelers, Big Ben's still there, Juju's there,
There's
Minka's
NFC
still there,
teams in that
TJ's
list too,
still
by the
there.
way.
TJ's still
the
there.
Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Giants are in the top 10 in injuries as well. Just to be clear.
Right, okay. So yeah, the Cowboys, the only player that they're really missing is Dak. Okay, the only player that Giants are really missing is Saquon.
No, and they're also missing everybody on their offensive line. Tyron Smith is
Sure,
out.
yeah, exactly. They're missing offensive line too, yeah. But that's my thing. Like the Eagles, like
We have 3 offensive linemen.
95% of their injuries are significant
the
injuries.
Dallas Cowboys the last 4 weeks have started 2 tackles that were undrafted free agents. They weren't even drafted in the NFL, and they had to start at tackle because of injuries.
Okay.
Right, and the running back isn't doing shit behind them.
70 different players at our position.
And the running back isn't really
But
doing
I'm
shit
saying,
behind them, bro.
According to you guys, they're about to win the NFC East with 2 undrafted free agents playing tackles. Both tackles. But the Philadelphia Eagles are not. I'm just saying.
And what you're saying is completely false. Because,
All right. Oh, man.
like, literally, we're missing people that
But you're not
healthy
missing as
completely
many people
change
as other
games.
teams.
If they're healthy, they completely change
Right?
games.
No, you know something though, bro. Zeke has less touchdowns on the season than Alvin Kamara scored in one game.
Okay, hold on. Here's an updated list.
No, I want to talk about that. I want to think about this. Let's take a moment to think about that.
Yeah, hold on. No, I'm about to tell you right now.
I
So
want to
this
say.
is the updated list for injuries in 2020. This is the NFL injury reserve. Okay? Number 1 is the 49ers. Dallas is 2. Cincinnati is 3. Denver is 4. New England is 5. Tennessee is 6. The Chargers are 7. The Cardinals are 8. The Jags are 9. The Lions are 10. The Minnesota Vikings are 11. The Baltimore Ravens are 12. The Jets are 13. The Washington football team is 14. And then the Philadelphia Eagles are 15. Interesting enough, 2 other NFC East teams are ahead of the Eagles in injuries.
Okay, but it's key fucking
That's what I'm saying.
spots.
It's
Again,
significant
for the
injuries. That's what I
19th
said.
time. It's key
No, but look.
spots. Like, literally, it was either last week or the
fucking
week, but
Dallas Cowboys have 16 players that are injured right now on their roster.
it's not about who's
16.
injured right now.
Well, wait. Also, I got a
It's
question.
over the course of the year. We've had Darius Slay miss a couple games due to injury. That hurts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you guys.
We've had Miles Sanders miss because of injury. That
Oh
hurts.
no! Here's what they're doing. They're listing. It's not based off how many injuries. It's based off how much money that the people are making that are on the IR.
Okay.
And Dallas Cowboys are sitting at $62 million of people sitting on IR.
Most of that's Dak, though.
Way
Yeah,
more.
like 60%.
Way more.
60 million of that's Dak.
Yeah, like 60,
29 million
like 40
to
of that is their starting
62
quarterback.
million.
If Wentz got hurt, we'd be in the top 5 too.
29 million to 62 million, by the way.
Like you said,
That's Dak's contract.
yeah, literally the difference is that.
And they have more players.
The difference is
injured
that.
than the Eagles.
The difference is that.
The difference is Dak.
No, I mean, not really. Dak doesn't make what? How much does Dak
Oh,
make?
he was about to say Dak
He
doesn't
got
make that much.
didn't he get franchise tag this year?
Yes. Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So he makes a lot of fucking money.
No, but anyway. Okay. So as a running back, is rushing TDs important?
Yes.
He makes 31
Is it more important than
million.
yards though?
Eh.
No. Yeah, you know, crazy.
So
Zeke has more yards than
31,
James Conner, but James Conner has
Hold
more
on.
rush touchdowns on the season than Zeke, bro.
Listen.
And how often do we run the ball, bro?
62 million minus 31 million that Dak is making puts the Dallas Cowboys injury total at 31, which is still higher than the 29 million for the Eagles.
By what? 2 million?
Which they dropped from the top
Exactly.
five
But
to
the
like.
Dallas Cowboys
to like
are about to win the NFC East. The Eagles aren't.
He doesn't get what we're saying.
yeah.
All right. You don't understand where we're coming from. It's okay. We get it.
Bro, yeah. Like I don't
You're
know.
not going to change our
Dude,
mind.
it's
We're not
that
going to
is-
change your mind. We're at a standstill.
team's
We're
not
just
a
going to keep
good team.
arguing.
On paper, it may look good, but it's not that great of a team. There's holes in this team that need to be filled.
Bro, how many holes are in the
Number
Cowboys?
one,
The Cowboys,
it's
on
$60 million
paper,
for
Xavier Woods
quarterback
looks
who
good.
don't
He's
wanna
ass.
play.
On paper, DeMarcus Lawrence looks good. He's really good, right? But
I'm
against good offensive tackle and against a quarterback who's not gonna let him just come walking in and he look at him like, oh, I'm sacked, bro. He's not making noise, bro. Yeah,
Right,
against
no,
Big Ben, he's
I'm
doing
saying-
something.
I'm saying-
Oh, against
let me
Aaron
finish,
Rodgers and
let me
Tom
finish
Brady,
what I'm
he's
saying.
gonna do something. But he's not doing nothing against Jalen Hurts or Kyler Murray, bro. Like he's not gonna make much noise, bro.
But this is the thing, though. Who can the Eagles are so fucked with Carson Wentz that they're about to sit there with Carson Wentz, paying him $60 million.
The Falcons
and people
will
want him to sit the bench, dude. You could go get so many players with that $60 million.
That's saying he can get released, he can get traded.
Contenders.
He
So
can get,
many players.
Why can't we just
but
cut
you
him?
can't get none of them because you want him to be playing.
he can get cut, he can get traded just as quick as he can get a $60 million
but if you
hand.
get traded, you still got to pay. If he
True.
gets traded, they're still going to have to pay at least $30 million if they trade him away.
That still frees
At
up
least.
$30 million.
Yeah, that's still free up $30 million, which you still can get really good players. And it's not basketball, it's football. You still can get really good players with $30 million.
I don't think so.
Well, not really. You can get multiple solid players for that much. I mean, John Johnson III, who we just talked about, is really good. Is they say he on there says he needs $8.5 million. Like, come
I
on,
don't think so, no.
he's
I
that.
don't think so.
And he's a
And
really
it's
good.
also them spending that money. It's also them getting players that are actually going to stay healthy. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into next season.
No,
But
I'm just saying the Eagles are really good, bro. You put the Eagles in other divisions with healthy, they win.
Who would be dumb enough to take on Carson Wentz's contract?
Washington,
Atlanta, Detroit,
right?
Denver.
Okay,
New
Detroit,
England,
no.
New England's number one. New
Denver
England's number one.
possibly.
New England's the number one team dumb enough to take that.
No.
Yes, they are, bro. Because
Bill Belichick's
they
not
took
taking
Cam
it.
Newton back. Nobody wanted him. Nobody should have
But
took
it's not
him.
for league minimum.
But how much money did he pay Cam?
No, I know. I'm
$1
just saying.
million.
It's the fact that they even got him was sad.
Carolina,
Right, Carolina,
Carolina won't pay for that.
Denver.
Denver,
Denver, I mean, they could possibly, but probably not.
maybe
No.
the Jags,
Maybe Chicago.
maybe
You
New
said the
York.
Jags?
No.
That's a small maybe, but maybe.
No. They're getting drafted quarterbacks that are worth money-wise a lot less than
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
I know what you mean, but I see the Broncos maybe doing it. De'Aaron's going for a little second, but yeah, I see the Broncos maybe doing it.
You said De'Aaron left?
Yeah. He got a phone call.
Oh. Well, we'll wrap this up from here then.
Yeah. We're going to wrap it up. Now, fun debates though, but yeah, I think, because we're doing this podcast for a while. This isn't, just one season. We're going to do it for seasons to come. So I definitely think this is going to be a good topic to see next season, to see, how it's going and stuff. It is that division. It's sad that we're not arguing about our division, Austin, our favorite team's division. We're arguing about another's.
Right. But another thing I want to tell everybody is next week, it'll be solidified on the seeds of the NFL playoffs, and then from there next week we're gonna set a segment of our show, and we're gonna have all three of us. We're gonna predict who's gonna win each game, and we're gonna predict who's gonna win the Super Bowl. So next week we will have our predictions on
with
who's
face
gonna win
cam, with face cam.
With
So
face
you're gonna
cam.
be able to see us. You're gonna be able to interact with us. You're not just gonna hear our voices. So yeah, anybody that's listening out there on Anchor or on Apple or on Spotify, come Friday, right? We're doing it Friday.
Yep, Friday.
Come next Friday, we're gonna have a face cam. We're gonna be live on YouTube at Underground Sports Pod. Please come stop by, talk with us, chat with us. You'll see us. You'll get to interact with us. You'll see our crazy faces that we make. So some of the things we say, because you should have seen the faces we made over here at certain things, and I know the faces. Austin probably made it some of the things we were saying. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. You guys definitely need to tune into the live stream. The live stream is where the money's at.
Tune in to watch me kick Jeffrey's ass in the predictions of winning games this week, because I just can't lose to him.
And tune in to my reaction of the Dallas Cowboys.
I got a question.
According to
Will-
both of them.
Will Keandre be back for the face cam or no?
He should. Right now, his mother is tested positive for COVID-19, so we'll see what the whole situation is there with that. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
Prayers out to the Spencer family.
Yes, prayers out. That's our boy. So, but yeah, if he can't make it, he will. If everything's safe and everything, then he definitely will. But yeah, or we maybe can add him to a Discord call like we have Austin right now if it comes down to it.
If it
And
comes down to it.
and that's the reason I'm also here with that whole situation. We're taking precautions with me. That's why I'm calling in through Discord with the COVID whole situation. We're just taking some precautions this week. But next week I'll be back with the face cam. And make sure you share this podcast. Make sure you, if you like what you're hearing, tell everybody about it. That way they can listen to what you like to hear.
And also, thank you for the 7 people that have tuned in to the YouTube show. Thank you to the 2 people that have commented. We want to see your comments. We want to see your guys' opinions. and we want to react to those opinions as well.
Right.
We don't want to just
That's
talk to us three. We want to talk to everybody.
That's the end goal, is being able to go live. You know, it doesn't matter how many people. It don't matter if we have 1 million or we just have 10. As long as people are interacting, you know, they're telling us their opinions on the topics. They're telling us how they feel about it. You know, they're laughing at what we say or they're arguing back with us. You know, that's what we want. We want to interact with you guys. We want to do things with you guys.
Sometimes when we're sitting there and we try to think of stuff, we're not almanacs in our brains, and we get shit wrong. You guys can come in there and be like, hey, so and so actually plays for this team. And, oh, thank you, you know what I mean, and help us get the shit correct.
Right. Yeah. Or actually, you know, you're talking about so and so, but he has, you know, 8 touchdowns on the season, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. You know,
we're not experts, but we're pretty close.
Which the thing is that, yeah, I mean, we're getting there, and that's the goal. We want to make this into something big, and we're looked at as experts, and we're looked at as that, you know. But you gotta start
actually get shit right.
Right, we gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For right now, this is just for fun, but I mean, best case scenario becomes a job.
Exactly. All right, so we'll see you guys next week on Friday. Thank you guys all for listening to the Underground Sports Pod, and we'll see you guys later.
Deuces.
Peace.